someone else because I've never gotten anyone else to read it before.
It's good.
I know.
I know.
It's not like I don't think it's a weird niche thing or like a weird taste thing. I just think it's a good manga, but no one else wants to read it.
Well, it's because most people consider themselves to be too busy. I will definitely say that the pace at which I have been reading it is probably going to slow down significantly, because I've been reading it before bed every night to try to put myself to sleep. That is not a good idea, because like every 3 chapters there's like, oh, look at this huge fucking twist, and I'm like, well, now I gotta keep reading. It's like, it's been me staying up until like 3 a.m. just like, oh god, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there that.
Well, how far did you get? Is the question.
Frick. What's the thing right after the dungeon rabbits? Do you remember at all off the top of your head?
I believe they're making the stew out of the rabbits after that.
Right. Okay. So that's
where the curry.
That's okay. There you go. Because that was the chapter I left off on. It was titled curry. So I am right there. I haven't started reading that chapter yet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where I am. I mean, not that anybody even watches these fucking streams, and there's no one else here who might be worried about spoilers, but, like, I am 90% sure that the winged lion is either a demon, or they're gonna be like, oh, there's, like... Because, like, the demons come from, like, an infinite plane of whatever, I guess. I don't really understand, but whatever, I don't really care. Like, the goat was clearly fucking demonic, obviously. But then the lion doesn't look demonic. He looks almost angelic. And so I was thinking like, oh, wouldn't that be kind of neat if there was a different infinite dimension where the angels came from? But lo and behold, the angels are still bad. I think that'd be really interesting. Because as of right now, the dramatic irony of what's the name of the canary with the weird eyeball?
Oh, I don't remember her.
Droopy eyeball man. Which, by the way,
I know what you're talking about.
I am hitting 0 for 0 on guessing genders for the elves.
That's fair. That's intentional and also fair.
Every single time a non-joke elf is introduced, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a woman. And then like 2 chapters later, they're referring to them as he, and I'm like, what?
No, that's fair. That's intentional and fair.
But yeah, I don't know. I know I said as much to you earlier, but I really do miss the simplicity of the early chapters. And when I say simplicity, I don't mean that I didn't want the world to expand. I do feel like there's... I do feel like there's almost retconning going on as the manga like progresses into the future. Because when did it originally start coming out? 2016?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, because about to say, obviously I'm in chapters now that are like, oh, October 2019 and stuff like that. So I was like, clearly there's been like a long period of real world time that has, you know, passed in this time. But there's like here's like an example of one of the ones that like kind of bothers me. So in one of the earlier chapters, like early chapters-ish, what's her name? The elf mage, Marlin? Marcel, thank you, Marlin. I knew it began with an M. You're breathing into your mic, by the way. But
sorry.
No, it's okay. I just figured I'd let you know. She did know, but she had to refer to the book for how to properly handle mandrakes.
Right.
But then, in the chapters I've just been reading, she apparently has been studying dungeons for like 100 years or something like that at this point, like a really fucking long time. And not only does she not recognize that, but there's like other things that are like standard that are, or like another one that bothered me was like standard posture that you're supposed to take when you become petrified. She didn't know that. And I'm like, how? How would you not know that? That doesn't make any sense. Hello, Saba.
I mean, I can think of explanations for those things, but I do think that there is stuff like that generally.
Right, and so that's one of the things that, pretty much the only. Oh shit! Everybody's here now. I guess we got to wrap this up relatively quickly.
Lawrence, I'm gonna send you the thing, Lawrence.
Okay,
Send
apparently they
Lawrence
were
to
working on
Brazil.
There,
stuff.
you guys can continue talking about your stuff while I distract Lawrence.
Okay, wonderful. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just kind of it. If I had more time and also the manga right in front of me, I could probably cite a few more things where I'm like, that's a little weird. But the thing is that the manga overall is fucking hitting them out of the park. You know what I mean? Every time they introduce a new monster or a new type of magic or a new area of the dungeon, I'm like, dude, this is fucking sick. Every single time. And I'm like, dude, that's so good. The only monster I don't like so far is the Mimic. I don't like what they did with the Mimic.
Really?
I thought it was an interesting idea, but I feel like it's a little
Fair enough, I guess. It is one of the earliest ones.
Well, it's just because I don't know, like the Mimic that I like the idea of literally just like a shapeshifter, which they already introduced, like the concept of there being shapeshifters. I really like the idea of it being like a shapeshifter that can take the form of any item, and like you'd be holding like a pen in your hand and suddenly the pen would have a mouth and would start eating your fingers. You know what I mean? Like I like that. I think that's like clever and fun. But just having it be like a lobster thing that just hides inside of a box, I'm like,
That's fair.
That being said, treasure bugs, super creative. Love that. I love what they did with the changelings and stuff like that. Like these are all really good things. I like them.
I just like how they play on some of the characters being like certain RPG roles and their personalities. I really like Kabru. It's very cool.
What is he supposed to be? Like a mercenary?
He's like supposed to be a mercenary, but his whole thing is that he's like a foil or almost opposite to Laius. Where...
Right, because he's really perceptive and is constantly like analyzing people, whereas Laius is just not ever.
Like I don't know if it's shown up yet, but there's a chapter where remember the fucking doppelgangers?
Wait, which one?
Where...
yeah. Where it's the perception.
Right. There's a chapter where Kabru has to fight doppelganger, but his memory is pretty much identical
Oh, right,
to the other
it's
person's.
flawless. Yeah, it's flawless to the elves, but then the elves' memory of him is like a pencil drawing.
Yeah, and it's
That's
like,
really good. And it's really funny because it's like that is true. That would be a big deal. And like you can tell that I really like the world that they're building, because like I'll be in the shower sometimes and I'll be like, what would I do if I was an adventurer in this world? And I would definitely, as like a precaution against that, for each member of like the adventuring team, like my party, I would tell them in private, like just through like regular conversation, a different favorite color of mine. Like I tell each of them a different favorite color, and then when we have like the whole changeling thing or whatever, or sorry, the whole doppelganger thing, it'd be like, hey, do you guys, what's my favorite color? And they would all say it, and every single one of them would say a false thing, and I'd be like, there you go, that's proof, because that's what I told you. I thought it would be clever. All right. Since Saba and Lawrence are kind of doing their own thing, which is fine, I guess we'll just start. We're on the Crystal Caverns.
Cool.
All right.
Oh, I want to just ask one more thing. Did you end up
yes.
reading the Adventures Bible thing that I sent
Make sure
you?
to stream to Discord.
Will do. Thank you. I have not checked it out yet. I am trying to decide, like, would that have spoilers in it for stuff that I haven't seen yet?
I double checked it, and there is actually a spoiler in Laius' chapter I totally forgot about. But...
Yeah, so I'm about to say, because that was the thing where it's like, yes, I will definitely check that out once I'm all caught up, and I'm assuming I'm getting close to being caught up, because I'm plowing through these pretty fast, and they don't seem to come out too terribly often. But
yeah, there's 6 chapters that you need to that are still there, and one of them just released like earlier last week, I think.
Yeah, about to say, I remember you mentioning that. It was just like the I don't know, man. I love the I gotta say, I do have one more thing I want to criticize, because it's just one of those things where like I feel like most of the world building so far has been 10 out of 10 flawless, right? I really don't like the origin of dungeons. At least as to where I understand it right now in the thing. Like I appreciate the whole idea of like ancient civilizations looking for sources of power or whatever, and then the negative stuff that comes from that. I understand that. But I really don't like the idea that dungeons aren't just like a natural thing that occurs. Because in my mind, like, because mana just exists in the world, right? Like it's a thing it's an energy that's just in the world. I thought that dungeons were natural locations where mana would like pool. Like similar to how like groundwater will sometimes pool and make a lake. I thought mana was pooling in specific locations, and then the magic was warping that area into a dungeon. But apparently not, I guess. I don't know. It's like, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to keep reading it.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. With
What's your favorite character as the last thing?
Oh God, that's such a difficult question. Like, can I tell you who I think my least favorite is? I can probably answer that one.
Sure, that's fine.
I really don't like Cat Ninja.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's not because like her, like obviously she has a very abrasive personality that I don't super appreciate, but that's fine. That's like, that clearly shows that she's gonna have some sort of an arc. And even with like the succubus chapter that I read last night, you know, you got to see some like character progression, so that's fine. But it's like, I don't know, I get like a bad taste in my mouth when I know that she's like a mainstay on the team, because like because it's like, it's not even like what I was hoping that they would do. And this was like early when I was reading the early chapters. I was really hoping that they would find like an intelligent demi-human in the dungeon, and that would be the new member of the team, like something that was like really dynamic. But the fact that it's not, it's literally the cat girl that clearly everybody's infatuated with, including the author, which is fine, like you're allowed to, but it feels a little trite, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just like how she I like the sections where she's just constantly thinking about herself, whereas everyone else is worried about other shit.
It does get a little annoying, because it's just like, listen, lady, you're gonna die if you don't focus on working with people.
I mean, clearly she's, like, possibly more skilled than everyone else in the party at killing things.
Yeah. I mean, that's also just that's because of like that's because of her natural like physique, I suppose, and then like also her like semi-violent personality. But like, I'm not saying she's not the most capable, but what I am saying is that they are fucking deep in the dungeon.
This is true. Anyway.
It's like the world's most talented soldier, but they're at the bottom of the ocean.
That's fair.
You know, it's like, listen, you're really talented, and you're gonna last a lot longer than a lot of other people would, but you need to focus for a minute.
That's fair.
All right.
Okay, that's the last I'll talk about it for now.
Well, because I mean, the only reason I need to start recording. The only reason I was going to like curtail the conversation a wee bit was mostly because I didn't know if Lawrence or Saba was ever gonna, you know, read it.
Right.
So I didn't necessarily want to spoil it, just in case. That's why I wanted to talk about it before anyone was here.
Yeah, I was just thinking it wasn't accessible conversation.
And also, fuck you, dude. What the fuck was you being like, oh, this is my favorite character, and showing me sick-ass ogre chick, and she's gone! Like, immediately. I thought she was gonna be the member of the team, and I was like, dude, sick. She has such, like, a unique personality compared to everybody else. And it's like... you betrayed me, Adrian.
Listen, I showed you that years ago, okay?
No, it was the other stream. You posted it on air, being like, "Yeah, this is like my favorite side character."
Did I?
Yeah, if we scroll back up on air, I'm pretty sure you did.
I thought I was talking about just facial expressions in general.
I thought she was wearing a mask at the time. I mean, let me scroll like all the way back up.
No. Oh, I was thinking of Orc, not Ogre Chick. But yeah, Ogre Chick is... I just like her design, but she is totally gone, yeah.
She has a great design, and I actually very much like her personality, because she has that weird like dynamic of being a dumbass but also perceptive. Like, she's kind despite being a fucking ogre. And it's like,
I don't know. The party already has 2 damage dealers. They don't need a 3rd one.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know,
Or
like
3 damage deals at this point.
like you know what I was thinking when they did the second. I know I'm supposed to be playing the game here, but I'm thinking about Dungeon Meshi. I was thinking, wouldn't it be super cool because they did the changeling thing a second time, right? Where they were fighting giant walking changelings this time, and they do it the second time, and I was like, dude, it crashed. No, that's actually really bad. I have no idea why it crashed.
Oof.
Oh no.
That's extremely bad. Hopefully it doesn't do that again.
What just happened?
It crashed.
Oh no.
Why does your mic sound shit?
Does it sound shit?
Yeah.
Does
Really?
it? It sounds fine to me.
Does it? Or am
It
I?
sounds like it always did to me. I don't know.
I don't know. It feels a little bit overexposed. Is that like the word?
It's like kind of echoey, and also as if you're like talking, like you're eating your mic, sort of. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe it's just because I've been listening to a lot of Lawrence because I've been editing VODs, but
Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell
Dang,
the difference, so
Lawrence.
maybe you'll probably be able to tell better than me if that's true.
it sounds different.
Mhm.
I can say that for sure.
I'm gonna check some things out and then see. If
I'm
anything
assuming at
changed
some
on
point
my
there
end.
was like an update and your stuff got set to default because I am going to confidently say that this is definitely not what your mic normally sounds like.
I don't know if mine's different because I literally reset before my computer before the stream.
but like, you
for
sound
updates,
great.
Too. Okay.
Yeah, you sound
Like-
you sound fantastic to me.
Different
I
grade or the
sound,
same grade?
Great in the sense that I don't have any complaints.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so. Now, what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah, I thought it'd be really cool if they did, like, a Changeling chapter where, like everybody's like, oh, shoot, Changelings again. Is everybody okay? And then, like, Chilchak looks up and he
Zach
looks...
stream.
Thank you
I
for
was like, I'm looking at Twitch. I'm like, when did you start playing again? Because I can't.
Thank you
can't
for
see
interrupting me. It's fine. Anyway, long story short, I thought it'd be really funny if one of them turned into a Gorgon. And so like for the next little bit, they all had to like remember like, oh shit, don't look at person or else you'll turn to stone. I thought that'd be
fair.
like a really, because so far all it's been is just been like a joke, or B, like a little bit of insight as to like how the races are physically different, which is interesting. Like that's interesting in and of itself. But like, I don't know, I like the idea of there being a changeling thing where it's like, oh, this is like actually detrimental, or like one of them turns into like a mermaid and it's like, oh shit, we need water like right now.
I like Mr. Chilchak. Like weird, like gangly human Chilchak.
which I don't like. I kind of like, but I also don't like how much subtext there is in the like dichotomy of like the characters' perception of their own lifespans. Like Marcel's
Yeah.
like greatest fear. I'm not gonna lie, they explained it way better than Grant ever could, because that is actually Grant's greatest fear too. And I never understood it. Like Grant tried to explain it to me like several times, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're insane." But then, like, I mean, obviously this is like a fictitious character, and she also lives for like 600, 700 years or whatever. But like, I get it. I kind of get it a little bit. And then you look at Chilchak, where when he's like, I'm 29, and at first you're like, oh my god, you're like old. But then you learn that like halflings usually only live to be 50, and it's like, oh, you're more than halfway there. That's really scary.
Yeah.
Also when Marcel is like basically like mind reading him and being like, this is exactly what happened with your wife or whatever, and then he's like, yeah, you're right, maybe I should go talk to her, maybe my daughters will want me back too. It's like, oh, your daughters? Like, oh, do you think they'll be old enough to remember you? And he's like, yeah, they're like 20. And it's like what?
It's not really. I don't think it's spoilers because they don't really show up ever elsewhere. But in the Adventurers Bible, you actually get to see all 3 of Chilchak's daughters.
They're all daughters?
They're all daughters, and they're all like old enough to walk, talk, and have jobs.
I'm about to say, like, I believe he also said like one of them was married, and that was just such an interesting idea to me. I don't know, man. The world building is fantastic, just overall. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm glad you.
Once again, just as another thing, I really don't like, and I know this is like kind of the intention, but I almost dropped the entire manga when what's her name? Farlow?
Farland, yeah.
I don't like what happened to Farland. Like
It's very
at all.
upsetting.
It's horrifyingly upsetting. Like I don't know if I'm pretty sure I told it before, but it's not exactly the best story. Oh my God, Saba just murdered that snake. But I remember one of the first times I had like consistent, like reoccurring nightmares when I was a kid was after I had watched. I have no idea what the series was, but it or like which part of the series it was, but it was a Digimon like series where two of the characters got transformed into like their partner Digimon or something like that, and they looked cool and badass, and at first they were like super into it, but then they were stuck like that.
Oh.
And they couldn't communicate with anybody. They couldn't get back into regular society because they were stuck in like the digital verse or whatever. And they were extremely upset by it, and that like affected me as a child. And so the stuff happens with Farland, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. And also holy shit, she's powerful.
She is both very upsetting but also very cool, like Lias says.
Exactly. Man, like just the amount of social ineptitude, and I know that they already address it like directly in the manga, but the social ineptitude of Lias is absolutely legendary. Just the
Pretty good.
just the number of times where like, because obviously he loves his sister, like loves his sister probably almost more than anything else in the world, but like the number of times that he's like, yeah, you know, we're probably gonna have to like cut her legs off or something, and it's like, and everybody looks at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's not wrong, like he's not like like he's not necessarily doing or saying anything wrong, but I am definitely like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm glad that you're able to have the same reaction that everyone else in the universe has to him.
What the hell? I exploded in pink mist.
I remember last time you said one of your things was like, yeah, Lias is really fucking weird, and I was like, oh, you haven't even seen the start of it.
I don't know. It's just like in the succubus one. Okay, sorry, Lawrence. See you in a bit.
Like, this is our main protagonist. He's really fucking weird, guys.
Like, they're our main protagonist, and it's the... I don't know, man. I don't want to talk too much about it, but, like...
Right.
The the distinction of... I don't even know how to explain it. But it's just, like... How is, like... Why is he a leader? I guess is my question.
Because no one else in the group is theoretically social enough.
No, but I guess it's also kind of just that no one else in the group is interested at all.
Right.
In potentially.
Lias could have great potential to be a leader. He just doesn't, unfortunately. He's too weird, champ.
He's definitely too weird, champ. All right.
Like, what's his face? The samurai guy was too obsessed with Farland. The dwarf didn't really like anyone who was also really in for the money. Chilchuk, like, one of the things that, why isn't Chilchuk the leader?
Well,
I guess he's just really mean-spirited, but like,
to be fair, Chilchuk should be like the tactician. Like, I don't know, like it really feels like their dynamic should not be like. Their dynamic should not be like, oh, Lias is the leader. It should be Chilchak is the tactical one, Lias is the like general knowledge one, obviously, and then Marcel is the one who's able to like actually pick up on social cues. It really
Yeah.
feels like they should split that among the three of them. Because, like, we have seen particular chapters where Lias is just constantly pulling shit out of his ass, and it saves their ass so much, you know?
Yeah. And then Senshi is just—he's still he's my favorite main character.
He's very good. He's so like wholesome, but like not wholesome. Like I don't know.
I
man.
reread his soup chapter like once every few weeks. Not gonna lie.
The soup chapter is really fucking sad.
I know. That's why I read it when I want to get a good cry out.
Because it hits the same emotional beats for me as the Iron Giant being like, remember, no following. It's the same thing of like, that's just so noble and heroic, and then the like twist at the end where it's revealed like, the soup was soup, and it's like, oh.
This sounds like an insane person's rambling. So I assume Sabu is not read Dungeon Meshi.
No, she definitely hasn't, because she doesn't respect
No,
people's
that's why
recommendations.
I sent
But
Prosy to Zach, saying like, Zach, that's just a string of words you said there. That there's literally no meaning to them. I have no idea what you're saying.
Anyway, but yeah, I like it. I'm glad that you like it too. It is good.
it's very good. Although I will have to amend a statement that I made last week, because I was like, I think this is gonna be like the third and maybe fourth manga that I've read. I did actually go back through, because I apparently had an app that I used to use for like keeping track of this shit, and I went through, and apparently this is my 8th manga that I've read, like full, and I was like, oh, I forgot about like all of these. They were definitely not as good.
Fair.
But yeah.
It's weird because it's like people that read it like it, but just not a lot of people read it. So it's kind of I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, it is quite particular. It doesn't have a terrible like similar to a dish that Senshi would make. It has almost perfect balance of like drama, action, world building, and lore. But the thing is that most people who read manga these days just want like action. They want like action. You know?
Fair enough. It's not as the kids say a shonen manga.
It definitely is not.
Which I don't know why those are so popular.
Well, because they're easy to digest, you know?
I guess.
They're easy to digest. It gives you something like really dynamic that you can focus on without having to like particularly remember a whole lot of stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm obviously binging Dungeon Meshi at the moment, but like some of my favorite stuff is where they'll say something at some point, and it will be like, oh, that's interesting, and then they'll just leave it, and then like fucking 11 chapters later, that piece of information becomes relevant, but the manga doesn't tell you that it's relevant. It is up to you as the viewer to recall that information. And it's like, oh, I'm obviously thinking of the doppelganger part where one Chilchak is sitting on the floor away from walls and the other one's sitting on top of a box. And I immediately was like, oh, that's the mimic, or that's the, well, mimics, but that's the doppelganger. Super easy. You know? But yeah,
Handsome Senshi.
Handsome Senshi, which
I
also
know, man. He's pretty
really
fucking handsome to me.
I also really well, that's because you're a pervert, but
True. I'm not gonna lie, that is very true.
but it's the like how do I explain it? It's the details that go into these particular chapters that I really like. Like just talking about the doppelganger one again, since we talked about it a lot so far, but seeing what everybody's perception is of each other was really interesting, because seeing Lias from everyone else's perspective, at first I couldn't necessarily pinpoint who was who, because one of the Liases was obviously super tall and kind of buff, and I was like, okay, well that could be Chilchak or Senshi, right? But then I thought about it for a second, and I was like, okay, one of the Liases is like cross-eyed and stupid, and so like, okay, so that's Chilchak. But then the other one, I was like, man, he looks like somebody, and it's like, oh, he looks like Farland, and that's Marcel. Because it's like, oh, all I can see is your sister, and it's like, oh, that's like really clever. I really like that. Stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, it's very good, and I don't know. I want to talk about it, but also want to move to something that Saba can also engage in.
I mean, I'm assuming Saba and Lawrence are working on something still, since
Are they?
No, not really.
I finished what I needed.
Oh,
to send.
well, no one said anything.
I figured they were just. Yeah.
No one said
Kind of
anything.
figured.
Hit the fucking shell gun! Just hit him! Just hit him! Saba, use your quick attack! Just hit the motherfucker! Oh my god!
Saba, run.
Well, flee. Give me a second.
What if we all flee?
Oh,
Ooh,
I forgot
Sheldon.
the Saba has run away. That's not great.
I know. Thank you for reminding me.
It's called
Shut the
logical
fuck
sense
up.
and survival of fittest.
I hate you.
You know when you gotta run away, okay?
Oh, I'm
not
sorry.
gonna
Where
let
are the stairs
Obo.
up?
I'm not gonna let
It's
Obo
called
put
the
me in a
counter-combat
situation.
strategy.
Counter combat. It is the
I gotta be able to run
non-combat.
away.
It is the non-combat strategy. Oh my god, how does Shogun have so much fucking defense? Uh-oh. Oh, Cranitos cringed. Lawrence must have done something embarrassing.
Just
As the usual.
Yes,
think, if you
Adrian.
feed her enough gummies, eventually Saba will be able to just walk on lava and float over chasms and...
Which I am super excited to do at some point, because I would absolutely love to see, like, especially in some of those later dungeons, I would love to see Dawn start running away because she's at low health and then run onto lava, because Adrian and I both know what happens after that.
Oh boy.
See, I'll be the ultimate environmentalist fight, like using my environment to fight. That's what I'll do.
Gorilla fighter?
Maybe?
Or I guess gorilla hider, because then he'd be hiding and not
I'm
fighting.
about to say, Saba doesn't fight. No, stop
at
hitting
that
it
time,
and
I
roll
just
out, you
bashed him.
fuck! God, I hate everything.
Dash him over the skull.
Cleave their skull!
With one fell blow, you cleave his skull! Kill Frodo.
So obviously I've been dropping some spoilers in the general chat for I made 3 videos in 4 days, by the way. So
Nice.
I am all set until May 28th for videos, since I only release 1 video a month now. But I kind of dropped some hints for what the videos in April are going to be. Excuse me. In there. And I definitely took inspiration from the Oni video for how to do a certain section in a certain game that was a text adventure, and it was a lot of fun doing it.
I can only think of one text adventure that we've played, so...
Uh-huh. And I wonder what that is. Oh, we did do this!
Yeah, we did. I was about to say that. But are there any good, like point and click games that are, like, good nowadays?
There has
Or are they
never
too
been a
old
good point
school?
and click game.
I mean, that depends on your definition of good point-and-click game,
I
because
know,
at
I'm
core,
just
it's a
joking.
point-and-click game. But also, people have kind of stopped making them because people realize there's more engaging ways to make games. Usually,
Pointing and clicking.
the
Yes.
the
I
main
mean, what about
like,
that I Spy game that I played for a hot minute there? Like that we
Dude, I
played
like-
on New
Those
Years.
games are good.
I mean, if you think that's a good point-and-click game, then sure. But I feel like it's
Does that
mostly. I don't know, but I feel like the main popular version of that, like that's evolved into, is like dating sims and visual novels.
Well, I mean, point and click, I think of like Myst, which is basically like a puzzle game. You know,
Or
That's
like
fair.
the Nancy
So-
Drew games.
the Nancy Drew games are pretty okay. What's
Drew
the
crew.
what's the one with the where the main character is like a skeleton, but he's like it's like a funny looking skeleton. It's like Durango or something. It's famous. It's a famous game.
Isn't it like I was gonna say? Isn't it like really old?
It's not, well, I mean, not really old, but it is older, yeah.
Is it like a knight skeleton?
No, that's medieval.
It's not medieval. It's like a Mexican skeleton. Point and
You lost me on Mexican
click
skeleton.
skeleton.
You lost.
Point click skeleton.
funny-
There you go. Grim Fandango.
Oh, okay, yeah, like the mariachi guy.
Thunderbolt and lightning.
Thunderbolt and
Frightening
lightning.
me.
Here, open image in new tab, and I'm gonna copy that into on air. There you go.
Yeah, I remember Grim Fandango when you say the name.
Yeah, so Grim Fandango is a point and click.
Oh yes.
And that game is good. I do know that.
I wonder if, but like Adrian was saying, they've just kind of been like, well, point and click's like old gen. There's new cooler stuff to do.
Well, I mean,
So
like
it's
for example,
definitely
you remember like those arcade brawlers, like you know the old Streetwise games and stuff, where it'd be like you're on like a 3D environment, but you're fighting on a 2D plane. You move up and down, beat the shit out of people. Brawlers. Those have like there is actually a trajectory that you can follow in like the games industry where arcade brawlers turned into character action games. Like a lot of the people that started in brawlers invented the character action genre, and now we have like Bayonetta and Nier. You know what I mean? So it's it's one of those things where like I'm pretty sure that if we actually were to do like in-depth research, we could probably figure out what point and clicks evolved into, because I definitely don't think it's visual novels, because visual novels have existed for fucking 40 years at this point or whatever. So it's like they haven't changed. I guess they kind of have. Well, actually that's not true, because even like Fire Emblem is basically a dating sim but not.
It's a dating sim tacked on to an RPG. It's like how TF2
originally it was an
war-
RPG with a dating sim-ish sort of thing, like social status thing tacked on.
Right. It's like how TF2 is a hat-themed
Shut up,
war
Lawrence.
a war-themed hat simulator.
Yeah, war-themed hat simulator is really funny.
That's the blurb on their page.
Oh my god, that's really good actually. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the potentiality of point and clicks is like it's a okay genre of game. I would never be opposed to people making it, but I guess like you said, people just don't care.
Well, I mean, it just doesn't sell, you know.
It's also
Yeah.
a lot of people don't think it's engaging compared to other genres.
There's a
like
lot of
you-
there's like a lot of intrinsic value that you have to apply to a point and click. Because like like something like Call of Duty, the moment to moment reward that you get is properly like Twitch shooting people, right? And a point and click, you have to like derive value from finding things in the environment or solving a puzzle or looking at a new environment. Like you have to derive pleasure from that, which obviously you can. Like I do. I think that stuff's really neat.
Like for an example, wasn't This Is Not a Game a point and click?
I'd say it was, yeah.
I was like, you could probably qualify it like that.
happen.
It feels different. It definitely feels different, but no, I think you're right.
Yeah, so I think there is like, and
Oh my
that
God,
I
why are
think
you
was
so
fun, and
loud?
people really enjoyed it. So I'm like,
The
I
hell
hope like people.
I mean, people didn't enjoy it enough to fund them, apparently. Unfortunately,
But man, you got a lot of like bigger YouTubers who played that, like Markiplier and Jack and stuff like that.
Well, that's because it was like a
So,
fad thing, right?
At least they got good attention.
good attention, but not money. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Wild how that happens.
It's unfortunate that in the end, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah,
I'm going to take this opportunity because I did remember us doing this, obviously. So I'm going to save this right now. Just in case it crashes again.
Sure.
Ah, and right, now we're going in. Oh!
now we're
the
going
French.
into the part of the cave that doesn't have
Champagne
pretty rocks.
You know what I really want to watch again? I want to watch Rear Window again. I was contemplating today whether or not I wanted to finish my third video, because I was originally going to work on it tomorrow. I was going to take like today off, but I had to decide whether or not I wanted to work on the video today or watch the Snyder Cut, and I decided that the video would probably be more engaging. Ooh.
Are we thinking of the same Snyder? Like the Snyder that worked on iCarly?
Zack Snyder. The director of, like, Superman movie and stuff.
Oh, I was thinking
that is
of
a different person.
I was gonna say, I was thinking of the iCarly Snyder. The one that there's all those jokes that he's like a pedophile, but even though he's not.
Dan Schneider?
Yeah, Dan Schneider. It's really weird how people keep joking and saying that, oh, he's a weird creep, but like, technically there's no evidence for that, besides just his shows being weird.
Oh, because of the feet stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can definitely say that he's a creepy foot weirdo.
Like that might be true. Or like
but
there's the off chance. But there's always the off chance that it's all coincidental, you know?
He nominated Nickelodeon change their logo to a foot.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Nickelodeon had their logo for like over a year. They changed it to be like a foot splat. And that was because he used his leverage with all of his like popular shows to be like, yeah, we should change the logo.
Oh, I don't remember that, but that sounds true.
He's he is definitely one of those like foot fetishist type people. That being said, I don't know if he's a pedophile. Like that's something different, but like I don't know. It's the same like it's the same thing as Quentin Tarantino. You know, Quentin Tarantino will never openly admit that he's a foot fetishist, but he clearly is. If you've ever watched any two Quentin Tarantino movies and you're like, yeah. Look at that! Look, foot logo.
That's pretty damning evidence.
Oh, I remember this.
I don't.
I don't. It's like I've been implanted with this over the course of conversation. Like this has been implanted in my memories. I feel like
it's Bernstein Bears. It's the Nelson Mandela effect. No, I'm about to say, I remember that was a big thing or not a big thing, but it was definitely something that I remembered because, what'd you calls it? The Thundershock. When I went to, because we used to go on vacation quite a bit to like Universal Studios Orlando, where they had like a Nickelodeon section, and they didn't update their logo, they didn't up their thing for like 5 years or something. So every time I went there, it was this weird foot sign, and I would just ask, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we don't know."
Well, actually, no. Was that for Nickelodeon?
Saba, why are you posting Instagram links that no one can see? Or at least I can't see.
I'm just doing it to save it for myself because you can see it later anyway.
Well, I mean, why not just send the picture instead of a link to the Instagram?
How do I look for it?
Are you kidding me?
I've been
you live in the 21st century. It's 2021.
Saba, you are boomer core.
I so am.
I am sorry.
But I've tried multiple ways of doing
Saba,
this.
are you on your phone or on your computer?
Phone.
Okay, well, on your phone it's a little bit different, but in theory, when you look at the picture, you should be able to like tap on it and hold it, and there'll be an option to copy the URL of the image itself, which is how Discord is able to like source images and stuff.
I thought Instagram wasn't able to do that, but also I'm pretty sure there's a hotkey to like snapshot on your phone.
I mean, yeah, but she'll take, but knowing Saba, she'll just. No, it's literally the same thing.
No, it's not any different. Yeah, there is. Like I said, I tried the.
Saba, if I was there, I would be very much willing to help you. I would be upset for maybe 20 seconds, and then we'd be all set.
Zach would cave in your phone's battery with his big club.
Why do I have a club?
It's your famous club, Zach's. It's your famous club.
It's not a club, it's a hammer. It's the Parmesan pulverizer, you fuck.
That's what you call it. It's a club made of cheese.
But it's just a club.
Yeah, it's a club made of hardened, aged cheese.
You know, I will say, just one last thing about Dungeon Meshi. Man, I forgot how fucking great big ass fucking iron hammer with spikes on it is as a weapon, just aesthetically.
Right.
When Ogre Ninja uses it and just absolutely wallops the shit out of a bunch of harpies, I'm like, dude, that's fucking cool as hell. No, I'm confused again. Leave me alone. There we go.
I'll try looking this up.
Oh, I assume you've been reading the daylight hours because they're in the link that I sent you for the manga.
What?
Monster House.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lawrence. That's what
Yeah.
that's the picture was.
The daylight hours are
Evolution
the,
in old Pokemon games, evolution in new ones.
There you go. I thought this was very funny and fitting to what we were
Wait,
doing.
two of those are literally Digimon. Wait, one of those is literally a Digimon. I don't know what the middle one is.
It's okay, you get the point.
The point is definitely quite true. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know, Saba. I'm just here to say Machamp was in the first Pokemon generation.
Yeah, but he was a human to start with.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
It's like having Bulbasaur turn into a Mach.
That is
So, yeah.
true.
Weird.
What the fuck do you mean miss? How the fuck do you miss that? He's standing right there. He's not even moving.
Does miss mean? How could you let this happen?
What does Flail do? Oh, lower the HP. Well, don't worry. Lawrence is never going to be low on HP. Because Lawrence has
Actually-
only good attacking moves.
Well, I was gonna say, doesn't Saba have flail, which is awful because if she gets low, she's gonna run and not use the move anyway.
I'm glad that you're picking up on some of the stuff that's been frustrating me this entire time.
I didn't. Well, I knew just generally, but I didn't realize
my
how poorly it's
God.
synergized specifically with runaway and flail.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
The
there's so
laundry
many
list of
guys.
things that frustrate me about Saba's character at the moment is quite extensive, but that's okay.
It's okay,
Dawn is
we
Dawn
were
is a
both
cute ass
Pokemon
character,
we
so
weren't expecting to be, Zach, okay? We both,
you
Like, you
got to
missing
pick.
twice. like,
You
missing
only
I had
picked
to go
this.
with-
You only picked this fucker because we had a person in chat who was like, "Oh, you should be an Eevee."
I mean, I also did go with
Speaking
the
of
spirit
which,
how things
Mikey,
were
if
going,
you're out here,
so,
7-Eleven, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's on.
Meet me there, or meet me there and get your action.
Meet me there. We'll both bring our signature clubs.
Be there, be square.
Oh my God, Saba's about to run away. Please don't.
Do you have any orbs? Orbs are the best way to deal with
I
monster
just
houses, to my
leveled up.
knowledge.
I didn't
Look at me, I
bring
took
one. I
another
usually
one
find
out.
one.
Oh.
I didn't expect to fucking spawn in a monster house, to be fair.
Big oof.
The biggest of oofs. There you go.
You know, I
The
wish
biggest
there was
thing.
like a contender for like
Heavyweight
Runaway,
boxing champion.
because I mean technically Runaway's a good, but like Runaway would like transform into like a different stat, like being brave or something, because like
Like
you've
sprinting
endured
I
away.
assume
battle.
that you'll lose Runaway when you evolve post game.
Well, but
But I think I was told I
Adrian,
don't.
Adrian, that's kind of the at least to me one of the problems, right? Because I want you to remember the narrative that occurs with the partner character in this, and just keep in mind
Right.
that no matter what, Saba is going to be a coward.
But isn't that the point of like the oh my god, that's
You
a
said
lot.
Monster House again?
Yes.
I'm only listening to the stream, but I can hear the dun, 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 dun.
Well, whatchamacallit, Zach, once again, wasn't that the point of like the adventure is that Eevee grows out of being a coward?
Yes.
So then
No! The Floatzel's have agility!
Oof.
oh my god.
my goodness.
We are done for.
I could
Oh
escape.
hey, I just remembered that Floatzel was one of my nominees for what kind of Pokemon I am.
Are you this fast, Lawrence?
Apparently.
Everybody's dead. Everybody's gonna die. I have
We're
to
gonna
use
get one hit KO'd.
because every single monster in this fucking monster house is about to attack 3 times in a row for free. And I literally don't have the option to move yet.
Then
There
it
you go.
doesn't
No,
even
no.
fight.
No, we're good. We're getting the fuck out of here. Fuck that, dude. That's so bullshit. Two room 1 monster houses. That's ridiculous.
Dude, and there was like more Floatzels than before too.
The thing is, like, so normally with monster houses, especially with Thunderbolt, I wouldn't care. Because normally with the monster house, you step into a room and then they all spawn. And since I'm Pikachu, I could just be surrounded by, what, 5 Pokemon at the same time? And then I would just Thunderbolt the shit out of them and they'd all die. But in that particular case, I literally couldn't do anything. And it's like, okay, well, that's not fucking infuriating. Oh, it brought us all the way back here. Are you fucking kidding?
It sounds like you somehow pissed off the Chingling clan.
The Chingling clan.
The Chingling family. Sounds like they sent some of their goons after you. Their endless supply of goons.
Okay.
Another contender for our battling families.
Amp.
For our bad
Foggy,
Pokemon gangs.
Amp.
Yes.
Oh, Monster House Chingling.
Oh, are we gonna save Adrian?
No, Adrian still has to. Adrian has to generate that at some point.
Oh, I could do that like right now if you want.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna be doing it today. Most likely, just because I remember there being a lot of story missions in a row.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Here we go to get into even more monster houses. Yay.
It's the monster houses aren't the problem. This is everything else. It makes me so upset.
It makes me angry.
Oh yeah, so Adrian, I wanted to ask because I didn't see it included on your list anywhere. So you said that the list that you sent was unique IQ abilities based on the Pokemon, right? Were you, in your research, able to find the EXP boost thing?
No, I didn't. Well, if it's not on the list, I didn't see it.
So, because that was one of the things I was reading the list and I was like, oh, this is very informative. But then I thought about it for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. What if that's just yet another thing that I thought I remembered as a kid, but I actually just made it up and assumed that it was true?
I mean, it's very possible that, or no, Eevee gets EXP Elite at 320 IQ, additive plus 10% EXP.
Eevee does?
God, I'm not.
Eevee does, no one else gets it.
Oh, okay, in that case, I'm gonna start dumping as many gummies as they can into Eevee.
Well, yeah, it's it's just literally because different Pokemon have different IQ groups, so I guess only Eevee is in the IQ group that gets EXP Elite.
Out of all of them, just Eevee?
Not
Really?
Machop, Pikachu are in Group D, Totodile is in Group E, and Eevee's in Group F, and F's the only one out of those that gets the EXP Elite IQ.
Huh, okay.
I found another funny post. I will accurately put it up though this time. Don't have to worry about it. I'm already taking the steps.
That's good.
Saba will learn how to be internet literate soon enough.
One day. What was the last thing I yelled at you about, Saba, for not knowing? Wasn't it like... Oh yeah, Saba didn't know how to use the volume mixer on her computer.
Right,
Yeah,
that
I've
was
never
on
had
stream.
to use that though.
Which is fine. Like, I understand that you never had to use that, but that is, like, basic computer knowledge, so I was just interested. Why not try Mega Evolutions? We got... Holy shit, where are my fucking arms? Explosive Christmas tree. My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards. That is true. Be careful who you call ugly on stream. My very existence is pain. And cooler Iron Man. It's true. These are all very true.
Hang
I
on,
just
man.
like the way
Iron Man's
the-
already cool.
Iron Man
Yu-Gi-Oh
is
character?
stupid shit.
Iron Man used to be a private contractor and a war pig, but now he's not. He's just an intergalactic criminal now.
Only an intergalactic criminal.
All right.
He's
So I
like Star-Lord, but
believe-
dumb
and less racist.
somehow.
Off we go.
Oh, we just immediately go here. That's nice. I was afraid we had to go through the other part too.
Huh. Apparently,
Fuck you,
by the way,
Floatzel.
there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 8 IQs that every Pokemon gets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but a lot of them share IQ groups. So, for example, like, there's one that everyone except for IQ groups C and D basically get.
Oh, okay.
So there's groups that have like 7 groups have this IQ, and then there's ones that only one IQ has, and then there's only 7 that all groups have. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are IQ 0. So
Okay.
the 3 that you can unlock are Status Checker, which means that they will not use moves that cause redundant statuses, like they won't cause a burn move if the Pokemon's already burned.
Right.
Non-trader, which means confused and cowardly Pokemon won't attack allies.
That's quite nice.
And then Lava Evader, the Pokemon will avoid walking on lava.
Right, because isn't it? Because I forget, if you cut corners across lava, don't you still catch fire?
I don't remember.
I believe it's something like that, where if you cut, because like
Possibly.
water, you can cut corners to save a little bit of time, but I believe if you do that over lava, it counts as being over lava, so you immediately get set on fire.
Some Pokemon can like go through lava. Can they
Yeah,
not?
fire types.
Fire types, and then I
Okay.
thought there was one other thing too, but maybe I'm wrong.
If you're a flying type, you ignore ground terrain in general.
Right, but you still get caught, but you still get catch fire over lava.
Do you? I thought you didn't, but maybe.
No, because I remember there was one time I was able to get all 3 legendary birds on my team, and I thought it was super cool. But then fucking Articuno and Zapdos kept like going over lava and shit, and they just kept getting set on fire. And I was like, oh, this is stupid.
Oof. Okay.
Unfortunate.
Here we go. I'm gonna be so pissed if we get to the bottom of this shit without a single monster house.
Did you gear up for Monster House?
I did. I specifically brought
Dude,
some orbs to help.
It was like, oh, you had enough of the monster houses, you're gonna be good now. We'll put all of the monster house encounters in one run.
I am a little bit upset that.
Ooh, water
Lawrence-
pulse!
Ooh,
Whoa,
nice.
that's great. That's a great find. Holy shit! All right,
I'm a
let's
little
give
bit
that to
upset
you.
that Lawrence is by far the lowest level member of the party, but is already eclipsing both me and Saba in HP.
I know. What is this,
How the
Lord?
hell are you so tough? I'm the fighting type
Where
Pokemon.
are the steroids,
Well, it's because he's
Lawrence?
because he's an
Do not
actual
take my
starter.
steroids away.
He's an actual
This is-
he's an actual
This
starter.
is starter
so they give you...
privilege.
No, because I have starter privilege too. Because technically Pikachu's a starter from Pokemon Yellow.
This is starter privilege.
It really is.
I used to be a starter too, you know. Back in the day.
You were not.
I'm a starter in the future. Does that count?
In the wait, do you start with an Eevee in Let's Go Eevee?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the point of it, and also your
Okay.
Eevee gets a bunch it's like unique OP move in that game too.
Oh yeah. Well, no, because don't they have like a unique OP move for every type in that game? Because I remember there was one that I was reading because I was trying to find some stuff for the War on Normal types, and I saw a move that was called Spooky Spook. And I was like, what the and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I look it up and it was like move, and it was like a move that was introduced in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and it's just a ghost type move that does a fuck ton of damage and has a 100% critical hit chance. And I was like, what?
Wow.
What kind of move is that? This game was already for children. Why would you add a move like that?
To make it more for children, I guess. Double down.
Are you trying to go for
It's for
brain
children?
dead toddlers? Like why?
I'm trying to go for the typewriter monkeys, where if you put 100 of them, eventually they'll be Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu.
But we already did that. That was fucking Twitch Plays Pokemon, and it was actually really entertaining to watch. All right. Come at me, motherfuckers.
Here we go.
This isn't even that bad.
Oh fuck, here it comes!
Oh, it's the tornado of me. All right. Boom. Oh, I missed. I got you, though.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, I missed. Yeah, but so Saba, because you were right. This is definitely not as bad as the last ones. That's because monster houses spawn Pokemon based on the size of the room.
Yeah. The other one must have been huge.
You know what, Saba? I know Grant's not here, but I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Why do you want alien types so badly? Why can't we just go
I
with
think-
Cosmic? Because
I
Cosmic
think-
is
oh, I
already
don't-
space.
No, I get you, and I'm like, I think I'm missing part of the conversation that I had before because I don't think I actually used alien as like a replacement for cosmic type. I think, remember I texted
No,
you, I'm like, I
because
think I
you
had
wanted
another
alien
reason.
to be a type. That's what you said.
Yeah,
and I
but
was like,
alien
doesn't
as
that?
in, like,
And I said,
anything-
doesn't that seem redundant with cosmic? And then you said, no, I mean alien as in like something that's not from here, as in like the the literal definition of alien.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of wanted maybe to replace like synthetic or the thing that I think you put. I was
you
like,
want to
maybe we
replace
could...
synthetic with alien?
Well, no, well maybe once again, Zach, I was like, remember the conversation was alien could replace like multiple things, so maybe it could.
I don't think that your base argument is wrong. I think that the idea of like, oh, a type that just means because I think you said that in response to me saying like anomaly. Yeah. Right, because I was trying to figure out whether or not I could get synthetic, alien, synthetic, something else, and cosmic all into one type, but I couldn't think of a word to fit. So I said anomaly, and then you were like, oh well, what about alien? Yeah. So I think that's the front. I think that's the front and back half of the conversation at this point. But
Okay.
Oh shit. What? Oh, sorry. I thought it said Glalie used explosion, and I was like, what? He didn't do anything, though.
And maybe, Zach, also, like, I was thinking of, like, Mewtwo, and technically we classified it as synthetic, but I like the idea of using the alien type.
No, I am going to fight against alien. Like, to finish my thought, your concept is fine. You cannot use the word alien because in like just regular parlance, alien does not mean what you say it means, and I know that it literally does. No one uses it like that.
Are you using it for the meaning of like foreign?
Yes, yeah, that is what she means.
I don't know if I want a foreigner type Pokemon in my Pokemon.
That's funny.
But that, I mean, that gives a point. But yeah, I mean, I get it. No one uses it, but yeah, just like
that just seems needlessly confusing.
But that's me using like the English language correctly. But you're right.
I'm about to say I'm still gonna fight against that just because it's
part
like
of using the English language is connotation.
I'm about to say, and also it changes over time.
Then there's also definition, and the definition still includes that.
Saba's one of those people that doesn't think yeet is a word.
Connotation is very arguably more important than definition nowadays.
I'm about to say, the ability to understand something is definitely more important than knowing the textbook definition of something.
But yeah, that's probably where that came from. I think that's, you're right. We were trying to like group things up, and I think you gave me like a type, and I was like, ew, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, because that was the thing. That's why I sent you the message, because I was like, I do believe I literally right after that I was like, anomaly ? I don't know. Feels kind of gross to me. But yeah, I don't know. For right now in the document I have going, I have it labeled as, or I have the types labeled as cosmic and synthetic.
That's fine.
Because I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything else that's like super necessary. But yeah.
Using anomaly makes it sound like it's an SCP.
Yeah, well, that's where I actually got the word from, because I was like, well, it's not from here. Like, I guess it's fine. I don't know, but like, yeah, it doesn't really fit.
Speaking of Mewtwo.
Oh my god! Just use the quick attack before I do anything, you son of a bitch. I dealt fucking 85 damage to that motherfucker, and then with 2 health left, Saba comes in like, I got him! Deals 124 in a single hit.
I wanted to mention fucking, remember that meme in the meme channel I posted, speaking of Mewtwo, Scientist 1, we have successfully cloned Mew, what shall we call it?
Science 2.
and then there's the extension post where it's like, OP naming the scientist in this post.
Right, because it's Science 1 and Scientist 2.
Yeah. I love Peggle 2 memes. It's an old meme, but I like it very much.
Ooh, I never actually seen the sprite, I don't think, for the unique colored thing. That's nice. Someone pick that up. Okay.
You're never gonna keep things falling off you forever.
It's okay, we're done. Everything's fine now.
An endless comedy of errors.
Nope. I just wanna go, please.
Watch a ghost type just snipe Saba and then force her to step on the strap again.
But it can't hit her.
No.
Alright, well, at least some words Saba appreciates.
I like Yeet. Yeet's funny.
I don't know, because I even brought this up when Saba initially suggested Alien for what we now understand to be a pretty good reason, where she was like, yeah, it means something like not from here, and I was like, and I said the exact same thing that Adrian did, and I was like, you mean like foreigners? Like, we don't call them illegal aliens anymore; they're illegal immigrants.
Well,
like,
most people don't.
Right,
Wait,
exactly. The people that do
fitting.
call them illegal aliens are not exactly the people you want. Yeah, yeet, he throws.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh, it's like
There
the
we
one.
go.
It's like the one meme of Biden burying all the dogs.
Excuse you?
Vacuum
That was a big
cut?
thing during his presidential bid.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
there
yeah.
was
So
like,
here, wait. Let me. I want to show. I want to show vacuum cut. Info. Move inflicts damage on all enemies in the room. It has low power
Wow.
though, right?
yeah, it's not very strong, but
But it
So-
probably also hurts our party, right?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Here, let me use that. I can give it to someone who's useless. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get rid of your flail. It's okay. Vacuum cut, I believe, is normal type. I think.
Only 7.
Well, yeah, because it hits everything in the room.
But yeah, I wanted to mention, apparently, this meme did not go much farther than Tumblr, but there was a very intense section during Biden's bid for presidency where people just very vehemently, there was this gif of some guys in, like, I think Russia, like, saving a pregnant dog that someone fucking buried under, like, bricks and mortar for some fucked up reason, but they were saving the dog, right, and they're unburying it. But then someone on Twitch, like, reversed the gif and posted on Twitter and was like, man, fuck up the Biden's campaign. People are literally burying dogs. How did anyone vote for this guy? And the whole thesis of it was like, I hope that this meme gets big enough that Biden has to make a public claim refuting this, because there's no way he can give this without making it sound like he totally buries dogs. He's not charismatic.
That's true.
Like, if he tried to refute that, he would absolutely just sound like he totally buries dogs. But yeah,
Why is my accuracy so fucking bad, dude? I'm so pissed.
I don't know.
I miss like
Also,
my
you're getting-
I miss my like first fucking 5 hits every time. Alright,
Also,
sure.
get pressured, nerd. You lost a shitload of PP.
I
from
know.
that asshole.
Huzzah!
Losing out on
Mime,
the PP.
isn't that, is it Mime Jr.?
Mime Jr. Yes,
I hate Mime Jr.
I think Mime Jr. is a great Pokemon.
Mime Jr. is a Pokemon whose limbs I want to snap off like twigs.
Yeah, yes. I also used to read Iguana Mouth. Whatever happened to Iguana Mouth? Now that I think about it, does she still
I don't
draw?
know. Probably.
Cause like her Tumblr hasn't been updated in literally ever. I think it's been like 4 years at this point or something.
Who knows?
I don't know. I really missed the Dragon Horde series that she did for commission. Those were super good. I do believe one of the last things that she did for the Dragon Horde series though was the dildo one. So that might have something to do with it. I'm not sure.
Nice.
I thought there was a horde of hordes that she was working on.
Horde of Hordes
Horde of
sounds
Hordes.
amazing. I love that. That's so good. Oh my god. Okay, excuse me.
Are you prepared to waste like infinite more PP on the Sapsol?
Shut the fuck up. Don't
That's
talk
funny.
to me.
Shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up.
Roost! Oh, great. A move that no one can use. We're getting a lot of
What?
we're getting a lot of
Can't get
TMs.
Lawrence to roost.
Ow! Stop hitting me! Ow!
Oh my
You're about to get
god.
owned, dude.
Not if I kill him. Fuck. I'm dead. I'm super
Oh
dead.
my gosh, you're at 2.
I'm super dead.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
he's
you're
got-
Haha,
at
I'm back, bitch!
Oh my gosh, he's back.
You thought, bitch.
Oh, God.
You don't understand what I do.
That's what I do.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video? Of
No.
Obama scoring a three.
Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a
Oh.
3-pointer or was it half court?
I want to say half court just because like that would be cool. 3
I
pointer
think
is
it
also
was
not
half.
bad.
It was either a 3-pointer or a half where the mom just throws, then just like throws the piece and is like, "You don't understand? It's what I do."
What I do? Actually,
I do?
no. I think it is from. I think it is 3-pointer.
That's incredible. I like that.
It's just a really good quote that one of my friends
Oh!
showed me.
All right,
What?
guys, get ready.
We've
We might want to do
made
voice
it.
acting for the first time this stream.
Oh,
It's been an hour and 13 minutes.
been an hour and 13
We did spend at
minutes.
least 30 of that talking about DM.
Look, Obo, it's the lake. Fantastic. Look at all those rocks sticking up from the surface. Is this lake where Asloaf lives?
Asaloaf!
Asloaf?
Asaloaf!
I'm sorry, his name is hard.
The new legendary
no.
bread type.
Azalos.
Obo, quickly respond! Don't leave me hanging, Obo.
Don't let your mouse glide across the screen!
No, it doesn't render anymore.
Doesn't Discord, you fool. I can't believe you, Zach. You've been using a mouse on your DS this whole time.
Look in the middle of the lake!
You
How
like
is that
it.
possible?
In the middle of a lake.
Explain.
Where? It's like an island.
Right there.
I think I see someone.
Dawn, that's very clearly not an island. You can see the path that connects it to the
I don't know
mainland.
what you mean. I think that's an island.
That makes it a peninsula.
Are you sure about that? I don't get it.
You're a
You-
fucking peninsula.
You'd think that somebody who's so into rocks would know anything about geology.
I just like collecting rocks. I don't know what you
That's
mean.
geography.
Geography. I'm an idiot. They have geo in them, alright?
Man, that mod chopper's
Yeah.
froze with you.
That's Tails.
Oh, who's doing as elf? Alright, good line read.
Now I'll take it.
Forgot this is your girl file.
He's
Doesn't it
addicted to
change?
voice changing juice.
No, you can't just change it every
Dude,
time.
this is how he's got to be undercover a lot. This is how he works.
No. You can't take it.
And
Oh,
then
you know
I'll
what?
tie
Now
the
I think-
Azelf to the train tracks.
Now that I think about it, I'm gonna
Okay.
crank Lawrence super high. Because for whatever reason, in the VODs, Lawrence is always fucking so quiet, despite the fact that you sound fine to me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Very weird.
Yeah, because Adrian Saba, more or less fine. You, piss quiet. Me, loud sometimes, but only when I yell.
Loud when you get energetic.
Which is a lot of the time.
This is what I saw in my vision during the Dimension Scream.
My vision during when I was guessing.
The Dimension I saw then. It was an event in the future after all.
Who is that over there? Azalea?
Iggy Azalea, my favorite rap artist?
Oh, they're in trouble. I've just given up on the name by this point. Let's go help! Hurry!
Now, sunk down there is the key to the city. That's the time gear, isn't it?
Patron.
Fine then, Azelf, wasn't it? Allow me to twirl my mustache villainously. I must apologize.
Allow me to twirl my head leaf.
Allow me to twirl my hair, yeah, my hair leaf,
My hair.
as I wear it like a mustache.
It coils around and just kind of like gently like clips itself to his face so it looks like a mustache.
It's like when girls like put their hair in front of their like lip as a mustache.
Ooh, aren't I so quirky?
Yeah, I'm going to get
Oh,
many
they
notes
go
on Instagram
by.
for this picture.
Pokegram.
Circa 2016. You know.
Pokegram is something totally different. That's the hardcore drug in this universe.
It's when you have to measure out your doses of Pokerus.
Shut up,
The thief.
Lawrence. What the fuck kind of voice are you doing now?
I don't know. I'm still feeling it out. I heard from Yuxi and Mesprit that you were coming. Would have been better if I just knocked you out already. That was the thought I could possibly lose. I set up a failsafe system. I
I
made a
knew that using
bomb.
the sleeping gas on you would make your voice less effective on me. I have no idea what you just said. What's happening?
I said I made
The
a
train!
bomb,
It's
bitch.
running over the girl that I tied up. This wasn't supposed to
Just
happen for
run.
real.
Tremors!
Oh, bedrooms are here to be freaking out. Why am I in this Pokemon? Oh god, an earthquake! This lake is covered by rocks. There's no way of getting at the time gear.
Oh, well. Time gear. I'll never get it now.
It's almost like the voices of the turrets from Portal 2, but shitty. Is what you're doing.
I wasn't thinking about that, but I think I'm gonna lean on that a little bit harder. In exchange for my life.
Whenever you get hit in battle, just go ow 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 ow.
You'll never.
You! I mean to have it, and I'll kill to get it. If this is the hill you're willing to die, this is the will I'm willing to kill for.
Saba!
I saw that. I was like, it's
You
JoJo.
absolute son of a bitch! You can't do crossover Pokemon JoJo memes. You hate JoJo.
I do. That's why I said 5 seconds
Hey,
ago. I'm doing
listen.
this for Zach. Doesn't mean that I'm happy about it.
Hey fellas, if your waifu is blonde, help the protagonist to fight the villain, and is always stylish, then your waifu is Speedwagon, and you have good taste.
God bless Speedwagon.
God blessed
I have no idea
Robert
what it
Edward
is.
Owen Speedwagon.
But sure.
I need the time gear, even if it means tying you up to train tracks and having a train run over you as Elf.
Stop it!
Stop!
You're not taking the time gear, Grovile.
I have no quarrel with you.
Oh, you need a quarter? Here you go. Just pulls that out.
Out of the way, or I'll tie you all up to the train tracks. Then I'll tie you up to different sets of train tracks, and I'll make someone else pull a lever and decide who of you will die. There'll be
Anyway,
one of you
all
on
that
one side.
stuff, you can't make me do that.
There'll be one of you on one side and 4 of you on the other one. Are you serious?
Azelf on one side and then the entirety of Team Theater on the other, and the person pulling the lever is Wigglytuff, and Wigglytuff's like, that is a legendary Pokemon.
Wigglytuff's like, I don't see the problem here. We'll just walk for the train. It stops with his bare
No.
hands.
See, all you have to do is just say, I have a contingency. Just give me a perfect apple.
Are
We got it.
I guess so. The one of my favorite arguments for the trolley problem that I've heard so far. I was just watching like a stream the other day before bed. Excuse me. And they were arguing about the trolley problem. They turned to one guy and they're like, what would you do in this situation? And the idea was that, so you know how there's like, for the trolley problem, there's main track and then side track, right? On the main track was 5 people, and it was like 5 members of your family, essentially. And then on the other side was 10 people, and it was 10 people that you're friends with, more or less. So they're like, oh, which one would you choose? And he'd be like, and the guy was like, oh, I'm not touching the lever. And they were like, what? Because pretty much everybody else said that they would kill 10 of their friends before killing 5 of their family members. And they were like, what? And he's like, yeah, as soon as I touch that lever, that implicates me in the situation. If I pull the lever, I have murdered 10 people. If I don't pull the lever, it's an accident and nothing could have changed.
I mean, that's the whole thing behind the original trolley problem, where the setup is the first you set up with like, oh, do you kill 1 or 4 people? And it's like, oh, well, I kill 1 person just by pulling the lever. And the other thing was like, all right, you're standing over a bridge over the trolley, and the only way to stop is by pushing a fat guy over the bridge to cause the train to stop. Do you do it? Because that feels more direct than pulling a lever, I guess.
As long as I can deploy a Rube Goldberg machine to do it instead of me, then sure.
Dude,
Oh, but
there
you
was
just
another
solved
one.
murder.
There was another one. I don't remember where I saw it from, so I'm actually kind of worried that maybe I saw it from someplace I shouldn't have. But it was It was a girlfriend turning to her boyfriend and was like, "Do you think you could fight a horse in hand-to-hand combat?" And the boyfriend turns to her and goes, "How much prep time do I have?" And she's like, "As much as you need." And he's like, "Easy, I'll take it, no problem." And then she like over her shoulder goes, "Oh, and the horse gets prep time too." And he's like, "Nah, I'm fucking dead. I kill myself before the fight even starts." It's like, I love the idea of a horse with prep time. It's so scary.
I thought you were gonna say like he says this like, and then she goes over her shoulder, turns to a guy's like, "All right, he agreed to the deal."
No.
If you won't stand aside, then I'll blow up the city bank. You leave with no choice. I'll knock you out first and then tie you to the train tracks.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like generic like 1930s villain Grovile. It's pretty funny.
Just try and
Like he's the Joker.
Yeah.
All right, here's the fight. And we don't. And you'll notice how Azelf suddenly isn't here.
He took off.
Throw
Alright.
a seed in his mouth. He may be a grass type, but we got him. Doesn't matter.
He's gonna get clapped.
Blast Seed, Pure Seed, Heal Seed, Excise Seed. Wait, he has
There
no
you go.
allies, so that won't matter.
Well, no, it still makes him not attack in general.
Oh, really?
Well, it makes him either not attack or attack randomly, and usually at different squares. Yeah, see? He's wasting moves because of it, the fool.
Maybe
fool?
maybe Vacuum Cut was a bad idea.
I mean, it's okay for monster houses, but not right now.
Grass is still affected by lightning, right?
It's resistant, actually.
Oh, really?
That's weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not immune, but it's resistant compared to ground type.
All right, I'll just slam him then. Oh my god. So I say, like, do you see that? Do you see how high he just got?
Yeah, the
flung
animation
into-
is way too flashy for that.
And then he did 27 damage. Oh.
I don't remember Frozen just nullifying damage before, but okay.
I think I can do this. There you go.
There you go.
Because
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
I've been watching a lot of like gimmick runs of Pokemon recently because of Small Ant, and apparently that was a mechanic I never even internalized. But in Gen 3, Frozen was a status condition that basically made you like really resistant to almost every type of damage. It was basically like sleep, but you were really resistant to
And
most
you
types of
lost.
damage. And then unless you wanted to stay frozen for like fucking 10 turns in a row, you had to use or be hit by a fire type move.
Right.
It's so
I
specific.
remember the fire type part, but not the damage part.
Also, I want to re-illustrate once again for Saba and Lawrence, because I know you guys can see this bullshit. We beat the shit out of this guy, but then as soon as we
I
cut
know,
back,
this is-
he
this
beat the
is
shit
bad
out of
game
us.
design.
It's a win-to-lose scenario. It's classic, but not good.
That's dumb.
Get out of the way! You're cowardly. You'll do that, right? That's not gonna have a character moment.
I thought it. There you go. Okay. We did it.
I hate you.
You refuse?
You refuse!
Then you leave me no choice. Pulls out a gun.
No.
Like an old-timey six-shooter.
Dodd is in trouble, but it has seeds in it because he's a grass type.
Dodd's in trouble. Bullet types are super effective against every Pokemon.
Except for rock types. And
Except for
steel.
rock types and steel types. And I guess ghost types. Anyway.
And also ghost types. Also some water types, I guess. Because some of them are made of water.
Actually, it turns out there's a lot of things that resist bullet type. But anyway. This is all for the Time Gear. Forgive me.
I'm executed. Oh.
Adrian, I'm about to say, you know who this is.
Stop.
Ooh.
Whoa. Gah! I hate that song.
Uh-huh.
I hate you.
Well, Rovile, I made it despite your meddling. Are you alright, Dawn? Please, let me handle this. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs!
Ow!
You! I thought I tied you up to train tracks. The train phased through me. It's been too long.
I'm immune to steel types.
I'm immune to train types. It wasn't easy escaping those train tracks, Grovile.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm just skipping Eevee then.
Okay, good. I can think fast enough for that, yeah.
Even here. You chased me even here, passed through the Old West. You're tenacious, alright? You cling to me beyond expectation. Grovile, you're not getting away this time. Detention. Dusk Noir.
No.
I'm surprised to see you in this world. In this world. But I'm ready. I've got Ghost
world.
Train to run you over this time.
I murdered
Oh, no.
I murdered my last train, so now I have a ghost train.
So you'll try to tie me up to a train tracks again. Then so be it. But can you win? Against me? And my... and my fig apples?
Oh,
And my fig apples.
That blasted Grovile. He never intended to fight me at all. There's no escaping me!
Well, that was pretty cool.
But what if I were to phase out of existence and chase him through back to the Old West?
delightfully devilish Dustmore.
So, and look, now everybody's here because they're all so much worse than we are.
Oh, golly. Right.
That may hurt.
Alright, we need to get them back to the guild for treatment.
Yeah. No, sorry. All right.
Shock Jock Loudred.
What's up? Listen, we're all here. We're all Pokemon. We can all handle each other's business.
Listen, I did some meditating on the fleetingness of life, and I really chilled out.
Listen, I got tinnitus.
Oh. Are you awake?
Where?
You're in your room at the guild. You were both hurt. You've been sleeping all this time.
So I don't know if Sabo was already familiar with this, but I know for a fact that Lawrence isn't. You see that thing on top of Chimeko's head?
Yeah.
It's fucking sticky.
Why?
Because Chimekos are supposed to resemble like Japanese like prayer ribbons or whatever. It's so like when he was introduced in Gen 3, the idea is that they will like float around using their psychic powers because they're very light. But then when they get tired, they'll just float up onto whatever surface is above them, stick there, and then just hang. And so it's like that thing on top of their head is like a sticky suction cup. It's both.
That's
It's really gross to think about. Oh my god, Adrian, imagine someone doing like a fan dungeon meshi, but it's Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon Delicious and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Which Pokemons will be delicious, though?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Meshi. Oh!
Are you alright, Opal?
PMD meshi. PMDM.
Phew, I'm glad to hear that. I remember passing out at Crystal Lake. It seems like I can speak again. Oh, that's right. What happened? Is he okay? You know who I'm talking about?
He's fine, Dawn, compared to you two, his injuries weren't that severe. He regained consciousness earlier. He's in the guild now. We recruited him.
I'm so glad to hear that.
You cut to Azelf in the other room, and it's like Clockwork Orange, where it's just a bunch of Chimekos being like, "You're one of us now," and Azelf goes, "No," and they go like, "Yes, you are."
He's under our protection now.
Oh no.
I'm glad you're okay too. You're very useful to me. I should let the guild know you're awake.
That's pretty cute.
Everyone, they're awake.
Now, once again, Saba, you said like, oh, that's pretty cute. What made the bell sound?
You know, he's just got like a ball.
I like to imagine the
somewhere.
bell is inside him.
Right inside his head, right? That's what you would expect.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Ooh.
Oh my god, we just got bulldozed.
Really? Awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's so wonderful!
Oof. I'm mighty glad.
Big oof.
If anything happened to you all, I'd
I'd cringe really hard. It'd be in my cringe compilation.
Oh my gosh, you guys
cringe.
are getting so emotional about this.
We were
that's
we were barely on the cusp of death. It's okay. It's nothing we haven't been on before. Cuts to every time
Yeah.
Dawn fucking ran away, where she's at 50% health, totally fine, but she thinks she's about to die.
There's something I need to tell everyone.
hey.
And what would that be?
Oh fuck. Thing. What? Shit, I didn't click on the screen again. What did you say? You're saying that the great Dusknoir and Grovile, they may have known each other from before all this?
And they're at the old train station?
And that they're at the bottom of the well, where the train station is?
Yeah, it's about the underwater train station?
It doesn't have to be. Wells don't have to have water in them.
Yes, it sounded that way when they were getting ready to fight.
They do if anyone wants to use them. Rob them! Wappo come out, doctor.
Well, Grovile escaped. I think he went after the thief.
What? The emergency siren?
I'm Batman.
You have technology?
Watch the matter.
Bark, 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 bark.
We have technology,
This
question
alert
mark.
from Magnemite.
Uh,
Close emergency call sent to my officer Magnezone. Did Deputy Magnemite please shout your message down to the sentry post? Please won't you shout your message? Oh, please, please speak clearly, please. Magnemite.
Can you hear me? I'm not doing the zzz every time. This is about an important announcement from Officer Magnezone. Everyone please gather at the main square in Treasure Town. We have a major announcement to make to everyone. All Pokemon in the area must evacuate as soon as
oh
possible.
my god.
the ICBM is
We are
coming.
going to die. Everyone, quickly.
That
Might
is
as well
all.
see everyone
We hope for your
before we all
cooperation.
perish.
Thank you.
SCP Spiritomb has escape containment.
SCP
no.
Spiritomb.
Oh no, not Spiritomb.
Spiritomb's
I wonder
fucked.
what this is about. Oh god, Spiritomb sounds horrible. An important announcement.
I
What
know.
might
Could
it
you
be?
imagine? I know. Could you imagine meeting Spiritomb in a game like this? That'd be fucking nuts, right? Oh god.
Anyway.
I said this line.
I'm fucking taking a drink, asshole.
Oh, I can't see that.
Right. So just give me a second.
Hey, no point in wondering. Let's go get the answer and treasure. Hey,
And
let's
treasure.
gotta move on to Treasure Town.
Treasure.
Treasure
I hope,
Town's
there's a
main
new,
square.
I hope they're unveiling a new statue.
I hope there's a new statue.
Who's Teddy Ursa?
No one. Teddy Ursa hasn't had a speaking line yet. Oh no, it's not. Well, yeah, actually, this is their first time that they spoke. So I don't know. Someone. So it's probably gonna be Teddy Ursa and Ursa Ring. So Saba, you be Ursa Ring. I'll be Teddy Ursa.
Sure.
Oh, look! The guild members!
So the guild's Surprised you guys like that. It was good, huh?
I'm not gonna lie, I legit tried to go as high as possible to force you to do the deep voice. I didn't expect that your range was so much higher than mine.
I got you.
Who's Vigoroth?
For the-
Rope to be cold.
Why are you doing a stupid voice?
I don't fucking. He looks big. He's got like 4 teeth.
Vigoroth is supposed to be like really high energy, which is why it doesn't fit.
He's the evolution of Slackoth, which is one of my Slackoth, which is one of my theoretical candidate Pokemon. So I'll do his voice.
Wait, but didn't you nominate me to be Vigoroth? Like specifically? I thought you
Maybe.
did.
I
Pretty
don't
sure.
remember.
Anyway, just
Or I
go.
thought Zach said he liked Vigoroth himself.
Here's my take for Vigoroth, right? Something here must be happening. Then never mind. Fuck it, Lawrence, you do it.
What the fuck?
Hazel.
Dang,
fuck.
who was who?
Who's
See.
Oopsie.
Alright.
Look, see. Mesprit.
I can't keep these voices straight in
More,
my head.
more legendary Pokemon.
This one was
Who's-
Saba.
Okay.
It was. I don't remember doing
It
it.
was no, it was Grant, but Grant's not here.
Yeah.
There's too many
I'm like,
fucking
it's definitely not
characters.
me.
What was Grant's voice for Mesprit?
Freaking. What is the space thing they're missing? Marsh something?
Oh, it was literally just Grant because the Marsquatch.
Yeah, Marsh.
Marsquatch.
Who wants to do a Grant impression? Never mind. Marsquatch.
It's just, Mesprit's just marsh.
Squatch.
I'm used in case you have cover of crystals.
Man, I really like all the voices that we're doing where no one can fucking understand what anyone's saying. It's great.
It's good audio.
Literally every single, like, except for like 4 characters, every single character has fucking marble mouth. It's wonderful.
I think it's because there's so many characters that we're starting to.
What are you talking
Look
about?
around.
Look at this. You're telling me that this is a lot of characters to voice?
Yes!
With 3 inexperienced voice actors and 1 who can only do female voices?
Oh, hey, technically, would you count Juan the magical cat as a female voice?
All right, allow me to correct myself. And 1 who refuses to do anything other than female voices.
Okay, that's expanding my range too far. I was just like, maybe an occasional cat or two. But
No,
dang.
I'm saying what I'm saying is that when I ask you to do an Ursa ring, you got so high. It's like
No,
what?
but Zach, I knew in my mind, I'm like, dude, but since he went high, I have to go low. But I was like, no, I can one up this. And
I
then,
can do this. It was really funny.
Oh,
Oh,
Obo and Dawn.
what an unforgettable Obo and Dawn.
I hope you're ready for an unforgettable event. You are safe. I'm so relieved.
yes, Noir, sir. I'm glad to see you're back too. Thank you for saving us. So,
Oh no, no problem at
what
all.
happened? Let me know. I don't know.
Adrian, I thought you were about to spoil something.
What?
Nothing.
What happened to Grovile? What became of him?
Well, that's the same question twice. Are you slow in the head?
Are you asking me?
I gave
That's a
Chase
yes.
to Grovile. I gave him a Chase debit card to buy things instead of stealing them, but he slipped away from me.
Oh, so because of one of the videos that I was editing, I was recently re-inspired to maybe start working on a funny solitaire, which is solitaire with wacky cards in it. And I was thinking, like, I can't necessarily just do exactly what the game did and just, like, copy the, like, oh, there's Magic the Gathering, they have abilities, haha. That's not what I wanted to do. So I was thinking, like, what other cards are there? So I was like, oh, that'd be funny if you had a library card and allowed you to check. Did someone just unmute to cough and then mute again?
That That was very interesting. I didn't realize I hadn't unmuted yet. I was still in mute mode.
Anyway, long story short,
distracted.
I had the
Okay.
inspiration to be like, oh, dude, what if you're playing solitaire and one of the cards in the deck is a credit card and it allows you to just buy a new deck
Oh boy.
to like reset the game?
It gives you a link to like a store you can buy a new deck.
It sends you to a link where you can buy exclusive DLC with your credit card.
Yo, Lawrence, do you think
Yes.
Dust Noir and Groval are working together?
I was thinking Dust Noir is bad boy and Grovile is actually good for some reason or another.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that too, but maybe Dusk Noir is like the head honcho and he's telling Groval to do these things. And he's trying to, like, infiltrate and, like, get info.
Saba's such a smart cookie.
I'm actually literally guessing.
And that's fine. Read your line.
No, it's
No,
it's called the Dimensional
that's
Scream,
not
Saba. You're
good.
not guessing.
Yeah.
Back in Crystal Lake when you were fighting Grovile.
It's called a dimensional scream because when Saba tries to use it, it cuts to Zack, and I'm just going. "Ah!"
Like doing a berserker cry in his head.
I'm using my
what I
bonus
said.
action to rage.
You and Groval seem to know each other. Is that right?
Who's Magnus?
I guess me. If I may interrupt, the great Dust Noir plans to explain what he knows, and that topic will be included. Please, gather around.
No noises.
Ooh.
Everyone is here.
Including me. Pull that envelope.
Ping!
Magnezone enters the fray.
What a Pokemon to add. That'd be incredible. Are you kidding? Dude, that'd be so interesting because he would play like no other Pokemon. Oh my god. He's not even humanoid. He's UFO-oid.
UFO.
This is correct.
Oh,
Anyway.
give me a second. Oh, alright. Actually, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. I need to go grab a Tums. I've been drinking too much water.
Oh.
Please.
That feel when water upsets your tum-tum.
Water is unnatural.
It is very unnatural. No substance forms water. We've only been able to alchemize it by reverse alchemizing potions of mud.
Dang, that's why it's so rare, huh?
Yeah, it's a very expensive, tedious process to do so,
Yeah,
though.
there's
So.
only a limited amount of mud in the world.
Correct.
Alright, hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
So in the few seconds that I was gone, I just thought of something, and I'm realizing that there probably was a time in my life where I would have been able to get a more direct response for this question. But can black people get sunburn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty sure.
what does that
It's
look
just they're
like?
they're more resistant to it. It's just their skin gets dry and peels up.
Oh, it just doesn't do the discoloration thing. I guess that makes sense.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe, but it'll just be like a darker, probably shade of what their skin already is.
Because I was thinking about it, because I was like, man, it's kind of ridiculous that as a white guy, if I drink a little bit too much water, I get like really bad acid reflux. And then I was just like, I wonder if other people have similar problems. Anywho. So, I'd like to get this meeting started. Our topic, the rash of Time Gear thefts.
Objection.
Objection. Several Time Gears have been stolen by the Pokemon Grovyle. By the Pokemon Wigglytuff. Grovyle. Uxie. It's just like he's just glitching.
Oh, hello, Grant.
Hello, good
Oh, hello, Grant.
Hello, Grant. We're here now.
Now you can voice Mesprit if Mesprit has any fucking lines.
I don't think they do. Well, actually, no, they do
Everyone-
a little bit. I think.
Everyone is
anyway.
here. The gang's all here.
You did a joke about
Magnezone
that
joins
earlier.
the fray.
We did a joke of where Magazone literally said that verbatim, and then Magazone was like, including me.
Okay.
This is a serious problem, as I'm sure you can guess. Grovile failed. Failed to steal a time gear. This one was protected.
Epic fail. Cheeseburger lols.
Oh my god. I like the slide whistle they have in the background.
The pew-wee. And the hero to protect it was the mighty Azelf. And the hero who saved Azelf and chased off Grovile. Grovile. That would be you, the great Eevee. Dawn, Dust Noir.
Rock collection.
That's evil.
Good lord.
So
I hope that sounds okay. That's probably gonna sound not great.
that's not, I mean, I can just cut it, but like, so.
Oh my god.
I was like, lol. Hey Saba, I'll do Teddy Ursa, you do Ursa Ring, and she's like, okay. And so I do the most high pitched voice I could possibly do, thinking that I was gonna force Saba to do a low voice, and then Saba pulls out that and shatters my fucking window.
God. My dog is
Like
going fucking
devilish,
crazy out.
Officer Magnazone,
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No one said anything.
Perhaps I should explain from here.
Of course. Please take it away from here.
Everyone, while we should be happy that we protected the time gear this time, the fact is, Grovile remains at large. Therefore, we cannot afford to feel safe and secure. He could be any one of us.
He could be you. He could be me. Oh, dude, that'd be so cool. Could you imagine a fucking, like, Kecleon or Ditto being a bad guy?
He could be any.
Ditto doesn't look cool enough to be a bad
An
guy.
evil Ditto? That'd be amazing.
Grovile is a ditto. He just never
Grovile,
changed.
Ooh.
Grovile will most certainly make another attempt to steal the time gear.
Because Game Freak is kind of pathetic with the stuff that they're willing to put into the games. I wish that they would do that thing that they did in like 2 or 3 of the Pokemon episodes, where like they get it, like Team Rocket gets a Ditto, and they're like, "Oh, dude, we can use this to pretend like we got a rare Pokemon, and then sell it, and then the Ditto will transform back." Excuse me. And so they pull out a book and it has a picture of Dratini in it. And so they go, Ditto, transform into this. And Ditto goes, Ditto. And then he like, weep, and he turns into the book.
Oh no.
And it's so funny.
Dude, I had that episode on VHS.
What?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
because I know for a fact that there are other people besides me probably in this call who had like Game Boy Advance and stuff like that. But I was recently going through my things, just trying to clean up a little bit of the clutter in my closet, and I fucking rediscovered my Game Boy Advance video cartridges, where I had 5 of them with 2 episodes of Pokemon each.
Nice.
And so I was like, dude, that's insane. And then like, because on the cartridge it tells you like the titles, and I was like, these titles are obviously really familiar. And I realized that prior to watching the Gen 3 anime or the Gen 3 Pokemon series, those were the only ones I had ever seen, because I had them for my Game Boy and I could just be in the car watching.
Oh my god.
And it's just nuts, because it's like, man, that's like, what a weird thing to have. And I remember the video quality was shit and the audio quality was equally bad.
Yeah.
I
those
miss
too.
those. They're so
I had one
cool.
for Pokemon, and then I had one for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I had one for Codename Kids Next Door. And I was so happy for that. I couldn't, but I did not find it when I was looking earlier. Anywho.
Sedge. There is another matter that is tied to all of this. My roast is it is an extremely important matter that I must share with you. I would like to explain it to you now. First, earlier Dawn asked me the following question.
He's gonna trap us all
Why
here.
is the sky blue?
He's gonna make us he's gonna put a cage around us, be like, "Ha, suckers."
Do I have any cool rocks? The answer to that's no. More importantly, did I know Grovile from before all this happened?
I wanted rocks.
Do I have any cool ghost rocks? While it is true I have eaten the souls of...
Not anything that you can touch.
Yeah, exactly. Damn it, you beat me.
That is correct. I do know Grovile from before all this.
We were roommates.
You see, his real name is Bart Simpson, and I hate him.
No.
What I'm about to say may be beyond your belief, but it also happens to be the truth. Grovile and I fought in the Nam War. Furthermore, if what I'm about to reveal isn't stopped, calamity is certain. My roast is... I therefore ask for your undivided attention. First, Grovile is my roast.
Death Noir! The house is on fire! No, mother, it's just an illusion.
I was about to say a Pokemon. I was about to name drop a super spoiler Pokemon for that.
Yeah, don't do that.
No Wigglytuff, it's just the Northern Lights. No Wigglytuff, it's just Aurora Beam.
It's just Aurora Beam.
Grovile's Pokemon that came here from the future! The distant, far-off future of 2000...
12.
No,
No,
2000.
just 2000.
Oh, 2000.
Oh my god.
No, but this game came out in 2008.
The distant, far-off year of 2008, December.
Because this came out in November. That'd be great. So yeah, Grovile's from the future.
Future.
Yeah.
He knows of the market crash.
Oh,
No!
he knows to invest in GameStop.
Grovile. In the world of the future, he will be a notorious criminal. He has a large bounty in his head. He keeps tying people to train tracks. To avoid capturing the future, he fled on a past train. And in fleeing, he escaped to this world, the world of the past, by using the past train.
A
The
very,
establisher there,
a very
that
small,
Grovile-
green, adorable past train, yes.
We established earlier that Grovile is a 1930s villain who keeps tying people to train tracks.
Nice.
After arriving in this time, Grovile plotted, wringing his hands and twiddling his leaf mustache until he hit upon an utterly catastrophic plan. Tie the entire world to a galactic train track!
Amazing.
Train wars.
What is that? What was his plan?
It was nothing less than causing the planet's paralysis by tying it to a galactic train track.
The planet's paralysis?
Yes. If a planet becomes paralyzed, all movement upon it ceases.
It's
It is
That is
unable,
Yes, that's how
Yeah.
paralysis works.
I don't get it.
yes.
it's unable to escape the
Yes, you
incoming
see,
train.
Grovile is presently questing for the spine of the world, so that way he knows exactly where the
my
train
God.
has to hit it in order to paralyze it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Spine of the world is a fucking cool name.
The spine of the world, yeah.
That's a location in D&D. When a time gear is removed, the flow of time slows in its region. As many more are taken, time slows in an ever larger area. Actually, it might be Skyrim. I'm mixing those two up. Eventually, the planet's flow slows down so much it stops entirely, and it is helpless as an oncoming galactic train comes to hit
Stop!
it. Ultimately,
We have progress.
ultimately, the planet reaches,
Yeah, throw to
ultimately,
the
the
world.
planet reaches a state of total paralysis.
If the
Oh my god.
Do you want to just go to regular voice, Zach?
if the planet is paralyzed,
Oh my god.
what happens to this world?
Hello. In a world where the planet has become paralyzed. Hello, me.
Oh yeah, I guess
What are
this
you
is
doing?
kind of the same
You're,
voice,
you're like
isn't it?
you're like Breathier me.
Yeah.
Why am I going? Why am I over there? Get over here, me, where I am.
Wait. It can't be me from before I became a Dust Noir. No winds blow. The day never comes.
It's been blue balls for this whole time.
Neither spring nor
God.
summer ever comes. It's a world of a relentless autumn. It would be no exaggeration to say to call it the complete
No
ruin of the
autumn.
world. My world is ruined.
My world is ruined.
But what if the world's ruined?
Is that what happens if the time gears are taken away?
Totally not tubular. The way time has been going out of control lately.
You have a fucking problem?
That too is caused by the theft of the time gears. If the time gears continue to be stolen, this world will be ruined! Yeah, that's not what happened.
Alright, we're Oh!
This is
goodness.
bad! I'm you again!
Oh,
Me, get back
hello!
over here where I am.
You guys do something.
Oh my god.
Most uninterested C-Dot, I love it.
Hey, I have a
What
question.
the fuck is that?
What's that ringing?
Am I
Who
crazy?
the fuck is that on phone call? Now we gotta wait.
No, that was me getting text, sorry.
Oh,
The core phone.
okay.
I was getting...
Corfo.
To the core phone. That's so good.
There's something that I don't understand. What are you, Pokemon?
Corfish is fucking
What did he
brain
ask?
dead.
Wait,
Corfish looks around and he goes, "What are you, Pokemon? I don't understand."
Who are you people?
Like, who are you people? Like
Ooh,
Corfish,
just
like
imagine
Corfish is an
Mr.
old
Krabs.
man.
Corfish.
I mean, wouldn't he be a Krabby or a Kingler?
No.
Yes.
No,
What is
He
Corfish.
is pretty crabby. I understand that we got a big problem on our hands. What I don't understand
It's basic
You could
math.
totally. What?
Is
Wait,
why
my
normal types are a thing.
You could totally
You should be
imagine
very
how Corfish is now.
Lawrence, I need you to know I love you.
I love you.
Money.
I love you. But what I don't understand is not wanting a statue. Come by my room. I call it the Statue Emporium.
I thought you were gonna say Nom, like Pokemon Nom. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's about Dust Noir, sir. Why do you know so much, Dust Noir, sir? I mean, I know that the great Dust Noir is knowledgeable and wise.
The most. I knew that great Dust Noir, sir. It's like it's an honorific.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, I really respect you and all. How would you know the future, no matter how knowledgeable you are?
Now listen, I respect you. I need you to know that I respect you as a Pokemon, but you are ghost type, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna steal my
Listen,
TV.
I got plenty of ghost type
Suddenly,
friends.
Corfish turns into Doggo.
Listen, I have many friends who are ghost types, so I can't be prejudiced against them. But I am saying that I want you out of my neighborhood.
Oh, no.
I don't appreciate all these alien Pokemon around.
No, that's Saba.
Oh my god.
Alright, we're definitely not rolling with racist Corfish, but still. I respect you, but you are a ghost
Dust Noir
type.
took the future train. The few train.
Hey. Ah yes, what Corfish said is very racist, but
Oh, please.
under normal circumstances, it's true. There's no way I should know these things. So why do I know these things? I don't know.
Future.
He runs away.
I guess.
Also from the future.
It's because, much like our Pikachu friend here, I have the power of guessing.
Yeah. Well,
It's
how do I know this impossible information? Well, it's because I pre-ordered the walkthrough and I got it a week in advance.
I got the Game Shark.
I got the Game
Yeah.
Shark, so I already skipped to the end.
I too am a Pokemon from the future, the distant year of 1967.
Shut up.
Destiny Warriors.
Just Noir trying to leave. My favorite part about that gif is when he knocks over the water, because that's just mean. I know he kind of does it as a distraction, but like that's still mean.
Another Pokemon from the future?
My gosh, my golly.
No.
God. This is all so complicated. It's making my head spin, yep.
My objective is to capture Grovyle. It is for that reason.
Wait. And
For
my
a reason.
objective is to have an unforgettable luncheon.
I came from the future to stop myself from ruining my roast. I need to know as much as possible to ensure my roast goes perfectly. I therefore studied everything I could about this world and roasts. That is why I know so much about cooking.
What? Didn't you say anything before?
God, this joke is definitely not gonna get old.
I'm sorry. I have felt terrible not saying anything. I'm sincerely sorry for not revealing my identity. I am full of contrition.
And
Is that
nutrition.
what people say? Is that a thing?
Let me look this up. I want to know what the definition of it.
So I feel like that's the Japanese version using Dustnor speaking very formally, and then them trying to like translate that by him being very eloquent or wordly in here.
Yeah, it's just the state of feeling remorseful.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
penitent.
say, why not just say remorse?
I think it's just
Oh,
them
yeah.
translating that Dustnor's supposed to sound smart.
Okay.
It's
He
a
is
way
supposed to
too
be
much.
well learned, so.
What if what if I'd been open-minded from the start?
I literally don't think anyone could say anything against you. It's really.
What would have happened if I had said that I was from the future? Ho ho ho! Delightfully futurist, Dustnor. Who would have taken me seriously?
Literally Wigglytuff probably would have.
And no one can argue with
Saba,
Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff isn't even conscious right now.
Well, that's the point. He would take him seriously.
Wigglytuff on another plane.
Also, I needed to avoid alerting Grovyle to my presence.
Wigglytuff is astral projecting into the future, mind you.
I
True.
decided I should keep my identity hidden while I went about my work.
That makes sense.
But what if? But it is also a fact I have deceived you. Delightfully ghostly Dustnor for keeping silent about my identity. I sincerely apologize.
What a nice guy.
No, oh, no. Please don't apologize. I love being lied to.
Great! Then we'll work together perfectly.
I concur. Dust Noir has done nothing wrong in my book. Luckily, I'm not keeping up that same joke from Corefish, otherwise this would get weird. We should focus our anger on Grovyle. We must those goddamn middle evolutions will learn their lesson.
Loudred's like, what?
Yeah.
It's like
Loudred and
you-
Gra.
You
Those
heard
stage
me, you
twos.
adolescent piece of shit.
Oh no.
back in my generation.
Back in my day, you either were a starter or a final evolution, nothing in between. Yeah. We're in
Yeah.
deep trouble if
Here
we
I
let
am.
Grovyle keep doing the things he's been doing.
We need to catch him before the world gets ruined!
Thank you for resummer. Alright, I'm skipping this.
Dustnor, sir. Murder.
What? What was that?
It's not important. Everyone, thank you so much, except for that weird thing you said about we as Pokemon. Must all work as one, against the humanity threat that looms to colonize our nation.
They are capturing us.
To capture Grovyle. Then put an end to Grovyle's calamitous plot by capturing him. And then tickling his feet until he submits.
Oh,
no.
now we're getting into some deviant art shit.
Oh no.
I have some plans and,
My
and
goodness.
sketches drawn up of the
I
plan.
have some images downloaded. Do you want them?
They're uploaded to my DeviantArt page.
I have some commissions.
I commissioned several Smeargles. I know plenty of Smeargles willing to draw that shit for some good Poké dollars. Good Poké Dosh.
Pokédos. Oh. I forgot that this part is like kind of clever. Also, I do want to say, so like the idea right now is that Grovile can't get to the last time gear because it's surrounded by like crystals or whatever, right? I mean, those crystals were dangerous and big, sure. Those crystals were dangerous and big for sure, but like, you could probably climb around them, right?
Sorry, that was my Pokephone. My latest commission sketch got returned, and it's going very well as far as how to get Grilla to submit. Oh,
Oh my god. Adrian's
I
popular this
so many
evening,
commissions.
apparently.
I commissioned so many Smeargles. Please pay attention. First, I would like everyone to spread a rumor far and wide. Get the word
Grovile's
out
a
about the
punk
three.
bitch.
Get the word out
I made
that
him make an
Grovile is a
announcement, everyone.
punk-ass bitch. Tell Grovile to meet me outside the 7-Eleven at 6 a.m. if he wants an ass whooping.
Get the word about 3 Pokemon, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. Surrender the trio has returned to Crystal Lake to seal the time gear away. Please spread the rumor as much as possible.
That'd be really funny if Grovile's just like, just off screen, like hiding behind a bush. He's listening to all this.
Bidoof turns to Chimico like, hey man, did you hear that they're gonna seal the time gear away?
Bidoof, that's... No, we're supposed to tell other people who aren't here.
No,
He
Chimico's like,
turns to Diglett.
no, Chimico's like, my god, you're a genius. This is why I must ask the trio of Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf to do something. I must ask them to actually go to Crystal Lake.
I know, I remember what they do now, but like I love the idea of Dust Noir being like, all right, we're gonna spread a rumor that we're gonna go and we're gonna seal the time gear. And it's like, okay, that sounds like a good plan. Then what? And he's like, okay, then I'm gonna have the 3 of you go to Crystal Lake and seal the time gear. And it's like, so it's not a rumor then, it's just what we're doing. And he's like, no. Well, yeah, but
Rumors can be true.
rumors can be true, that is true.
Like this rumor that we're spreading.
Fleetwood Mac.
Rumor has
Fleetwood
it.
Mac taught me that. Rumor has it.
I get it. It all makes perfect sense.
The more people in your game say I get it, the more it makes sense.
Exactly.
Like, just imagine having 6 characters in a row saying I get it. Man,
Saying
I really
get
get
it,
it.
that makes sense.
I get it too, yeah.
I get a 3.
Oh.
I think we all get it,
For the
right?
capture of Growth Out, I prefer to work alone.
What? Why?
Grovile will be extremely wary. He'll be cautious in the extreme. I'll have to sneak up on him and tie his feet to the floor, and then he'll be at my disposal.
Oh no.
He'll undiagnose the unusual amount of Pokemon in the area. I'm afraid Grove will not be lured by Azelf and the others that way.
I'm about to say, that's actually a good point, and they don't really ever utilize this, as to my knowledge, in the Mystery Dungeon series, but like, if you're walking
That's not
around...
being a foot fetishist.
No, yes, but no. Like if you would be like, if you're walking around a dungeon, like let's say you're walking around a fire dungeon, and then suddenly you see like a fucking Sunflora walking around, you'd be like, "What?" And you'd beat the shit out of them and be like, "Give me your stuff." I know you're an explorer, and no one can save you now.
So I must apologize. I insist upon capturing Grove myself. I don't know if what I'm about to do will be privy to unevolved Pokemon's eyes. Please forgive my selfishness.
Especially not middle evolutions.
Especially not those middle evolutions. Not gonna lie, middle evolutions, pretty cringe.
That's how it stands, guild members. Up till now, we were capturing Grovile. Yumta. At least, that was the plan. This time, we stay out of it? Really? Okay. We'll provide support only as needed.
Oh, hey. Oh.
It's
That
just,
makes sense.
it's the I know, because the video game has to do this because it makes sense, but it's the, yeah, I get it, and then 4 more people say, I get it. It's like, we can't do
Oh,
this.
you're right, Zach. I get it.
I'm fucking
But
deafening.
the
I'm
question
deafening
is,
myself.
Goldfish
do you
says-
get it?
Hey, I think like he's gonna add something interesting, but nah, he agrees.
Is
get it.
that an acceptable plan, Guildmaster?
Oh shit. Yep. Yep.
There you go. My throat hurts. Thank you for confirming that. Whew, he stayed awake. Thank goodness. Oh,
Thank you for hearing me out, everyone. I realize I'm asking a huge favor, but please do your part in our plan.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is Swalo normal type?
Yes, normal flying.
So 10 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 of the 24 Pokemon are immune to Dust Noir here.
Well, Dusknoir's
Oh.
ghost type moves.
Well, right. Sorry, I always keep forgetting that. But it's just interesting to me just how many normal types they are featuring here. Like, we have no water types featured, which I guess kind of makes sense.
Lawrence is off in the fucking
Totodile
cafe
said-
drinking.
Well, no, that's not Lawrence. That's Lotad. We released his soul.
No, Lawrence has still a water type. It's Totodile.
Oh, right, it's Totodile. That's true. I forgot.
Merrills.
Let's
Oh, and the
capture
Merrills.
Grovyle,
It's true, but they're not
using whatever
here.
means necessary. The Merrills are off doing some shady business. That's why they're not here.
As always.
Really, you'd expect something. Wait. Hey! Really, you'd expect something like that from a ghost type.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm just saying, if we crack down on crime, then it's fine.
God.
Listen, I'm so sick and tired of the mayors and the presidents always pandering to the ghost vote.
Ghost vote.
Now I'm literally just like trying to think of things I've heard of now that I'm in North Carolina.
Oh no. You're the one who said we weren't running with this.
I know, but it's so funny to me. Just because like the Pokemon games are prejudiced against ghost, dark, and poison types. They're always bad guys. Sometimes fire.
Sometimes fire.
And sometimes why.
But no Z though, which is fucking pissing me off. Where's my Pokemon Z? I was so close.
Never.
Zach was about to coup him for Pokemon Z.
I was. Are you kidding? Do you realize how on brand that would be?
Zach wanted the goo.
I'm pretty sure them not doing a Pokemon Z is what like convinced me to not get a 3DS. Actually. All right. So there you go. We can now move on to regular banter topics because yeah, we get today's. Oh my gosh.
I wanted to check in real quick. Grant, how's
Yo.
torture treating you?
God.
Torture?
It's
School
so
stuff,
bad.
I'm about to say school, I assume.
When the pain is unbearable.
When the pain is unbearable. I'm so
Saba.
fucking busy all the time.
We should.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing you haven't read Dungeon Meshi then.
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I would want
No, it's
to,
okay.
because it sounds cool, but I'm so
Wow.
fucking busy.
When the
With
pain
Final
is
Project.
unbearable.
What week
And
are you
now
on
the-
already?
We just finished 10.
11?
10. Yeah, so now we're
Oh.
starting 11.
You're getting close to finals
But-
then, yeah.
Yeah, and that's like good and bad because obviously I'm gonna be done and graduating, but like holy fuck, I have so much work. Like it's insane.
Thank you, Benit. Very cool.
Thank you, very cool. And then Game Studio is like, God, knock on wood, is going all right, more or less. Now that we have our priorities in order.
Okay. All you had to do was
So-
fire 50% of your team.
Yeah, exactly. And then because I had to give special talking to some people this past week, and then fucking software engineering I already said is awful. GUI is awful as always. But I have my final project proposal, and I got approved. So it's like, yay.
Yay.
Yay. Capstone is just work.
Right.
We have
Surprise.
our draft due this coming week 11, our next draft. So it should be done, and we should be using like the critique that we got from the last draft. And then acting is like okay, it's just time consuming and very tiring because it's 5 hours, and that was today.
You sound like a nightmare. 5 hours?
It's
God.
We've talked about it before, but yeah, 5 hours is too long for a class.
I
And-
feel like Grant is I feel like Grant is the vibe of the last few seconds of this video I posted, where she's like, yeah.
Yep. I love that video.
Oh my god.
And then
Thanks.
acting is dang.
No, I will
Yeah.
not be doing this.
Sorry, go on.
No, we got the first mention of the group, or not the group, of the final project for acting, and he, as usual GEs go, it's like, yeah, he's like, it's gonna be a presentation, like a TED Talk on something about acting, and it's like, very cool, very vague, thanks.
Great. You are
So I
literally
think-
of no use to me.
Yeah, so I think I might just do like analysis of comedy.
Okay, that's a good
I
idea.
said you would have to act something for your final. That's what I
Wait,
assumed.
does that
Nah.
mean you have to be funny though?
Ouch.
Oh.
Saba.
What a very
That's
Zach,
not-
what a very Zach thing to say.
I was gonna.
No, but it's
I
like
was-
if you actually have to make jokes to like prove a point, dang, that's I don't even like
Oh.
trying to incorporate being funny
just
into
post
like a TED
memes in the
Talk.
fucking thing.
There you go, you got it.
Aw, dude, act
Post
out
it.
memes.
Now I get what you were asking, Saba.
Yeah.
Act,
I
act
really-
out memes. Act out memes.
Oh,
You need to like hypothesize on or like I guess just gesticulate about how do you think ancient Egyptians had memes with hieroglyphs?
For sure.
Nice.
Like, do you
so.
think there was
Why
ever a combination of hieroglyphs with like raw and or something and shit, and where it just like translates like, hey, this person's a fucking idiot.
Is that a joke?
I mean, it could be considered comedy if it makes people laugh.
I guess that's literally true. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Makes
It wasn't the
sense.
analysis of jokes. It was analysis of comedy.
It's true. It's true. I suppose.
Not all comedy is jokes.
I do like that. No, this is good.
Not all jokes are comedic. Some jokes are just bad taste.
Oboe stream, you say?
Today was pretty fun though, for acting, because we got to pick. We had to pick an interaction between two people and act out both parts. It could be from any media.
Hmm.
What'd you choose, or do you have to choose?
Oh no, I already did it. It was
Oh.
it was a scene from Shawshank Redemption.
Ah.
Which
Yeah.
which scene?
When Tommy first is introduced and they're at like the mess hall table, and he goes, oh shoot, what is it? He's like, yeah, I've been in and out since I was 13. You name a place, I've probably been there. And then Andy goes, maybe you should find a new hobby. And he's like, excuse me? And Andy goes, well, I'm just saying you don't seem like a very good thief. And Tommy goes, yeah, well, what the hell you know about it, Capone? What are you in for? And then Andy goes, me? Lawyer fucked me. Everybody in here is innocent. Don't you know that?
Oh yes, that
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes. Did no one do the scene from Star Wars?
Which one?
The
No,
I am
no,
your father.
the
That would've been
scene,
really
you know,
funny.
the.
The scene, yeah.
The scene.
Out of
No,
all-
you're
out of all
not
9
supposed
movies?
to pick. You're not supposed to pick well-known stuff or well-known scenes because that gives you already context or
Shawshank
idea.
Redemption
Shawshank
is
Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption is famously known as an indie movie that no one knows about. That is true.
I said a famous scene. I didn't say a famous movie.
Oh, okay.
A
Sorry.
That's just a
Pokey
random
blue
thing. If I did fucking like Red's monologue or whatever, then that would be like
That'd be too
bad.
much. That's a good point. If I was in that class
But-
and I had to pick, I would definitely pick the rooftop scene from The Room.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say from Shawshank.
No,
but
from
the room.
Yeah,
because
then I would get I'd get critiqued on being like, what the fuck is this? Your acting is terrible. And I'm like, fuck you, you uncultured swine. Watch this. My acting's perfect.
And they're like, wow, this is trash too. You're both bad.
Have I mentioned one of my favorite like inside jokes that I've made, and also jokes in general, where it's just like extremely confident braggart person goes, "Watch this," and then either nothing happens or the opposite of what they want happens.
There was a post. It was either on Reddit or something, Tumblr, that I really liked, where it was like, "You'll never catch me alive, coppers." As they like go to run, a giant smoke cloud appears where they were. When the smoke finally dissipates, it then reveals their dead body lying sprawled on the floor.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love that post.
It's so good. Oh.
It's got a good feeling. A hot yellow gummy drink.
I don't like the idea of a hot yellow gummy drink. That's
Well,
not...
you missed it, but the last one said a pulpy blue drink,
Ugh.
which I also
There's
don't
the
like.
I found the
Oh,
image.
it was drill. So
you
long,
guys
suckers! I rev up my motorcycle and create a huge cloud of smoke. When the cloud dissipates, I'm lying completely dead on the pavement. It's so good. He's not super funny, but there's a Twitch streamer that I'm relatively familiar with called Chibly. He's just called Chib on Twitter, but he does meme tweets quite often. He's definitely trying to be like a drill type character, and most of the time they're not great, but some of them are pretty good. Like, give me a quick second to pull up Twitter, and because there was one that he had today that was really good.
Do you guys like pulp or no pulp?
Ugh.
I think I'm fine with both, to be honest.
What about you, Adrian, Zaba, Zach?
I mean, I hate pulp, so yeah, no.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at something
Not a
else. What'd you
pulpy
say?
person.
I said
Wait,
pulp
are you
or
talking
no
about
pulp.
Pulp
Yeah.
in like media or
I would
pulp and
prefer no
juice?
pulp.
Pulp
And
Fiction?
juice,
Oh, I love pulp.
not
dude.
Pulp Fiction. Fuck yeah, Adrian, let's go.
Dude, I love pulp in my orange juice. It makes
You
it
could take
nice
all my
and
pulp. I
thick.
don't need none of it.
Yes.
Take it out with your hand.
It's like-
Strain it through your
dude.
teeth.
Dude, orange.
Oh, fuck it! Ah.
No.
Dude, orange juice with pulp is literally
Okay.
just a smoothie, but cheaper. It costs less,
Yeah,
but it's just a.
It's good.
But it's also fucking nasty.
Strain it through your teeth.
Do you not like?
man.
do you not
You know
like
what
those
else?
things?
You know what else is
Actual
cheaper?
orange.
Raw milk.
Just a waste of my time. Just give me
Do
a
you
legit
not-
orange and I'll eat it that way. Pulp
Do you
and all.
not like smoothies? What's wrong with you?
It's not the same. It's not even remotely the same.
Oh,
It's-
bump off, you bumping grass.
You know what, Adrian? Next time I see you, I'm just gonna give you a glass with 3 whole fucking oranges in it, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that's what you wanted, right?"
Sure.
I'll.
Now we have oranges.
I'll totally.
Oh yeah,
Now
he
we-
does just
now we
have
have
oranges.
oranges.
Though.
I do like oranges in general. They're my favorite. One of my favorite fruits.
All right. I do have the tweet now. I'm gonna read it. So this is from Chib. If you had a bad week, I love you, and I hope next week is better. If you had a good week, I still love you, but don't fucking talk to me.
Oh my god.
I really like that because that's definitely big Gen Z energy.
Don't fucking talk to me.
So good.
Pulp.
All right, so for this next part in the story, we are basically waiting for Grovile to take the bait for the bait for the trap. So we kind of just have to fuck around. I believe we have to go through 2 days worth of quests before anything happens, and then
around.
and then we have like another day. So we basically have 3 days that we have to go through. So this would be a perfect time for us to, if there are any left, to go through banter topics. If people have something that they want to propose, or if there's stuff that's
A lot
in
of
the
people
list.
It's
Which
mostly
is
Zach
you.
stuff.
and Lawrence.
I did add a few things.
Pulp
Lawrence
is
can go.
superior. Grant is speaking truth.
Yes.
Pulp is superior.
Saba,
There you
don't
go.
say
My-
Saba, don't say
My
take
pulp.
my pulp.
Saba saying "take my pulp" is something that could be very misconstrued easily.
I'm very conscientious because I plan on streaming with Saba for a long time, and if this ever goes anywhere, I need to be very careful to make sure that Saba doesn't endanger herself accidentally.
Oh yeah, take
We were just talking about pulp. No one can take that out of context
Pulp.
ever.
Ever.
Oh,
So
I'm
anyway, I
Gain
started
Claw.
pulping.
So anyway.
Thick, ropey pulp.
Oh
Oh,
my
Oh boy.
Please.
that is fucking nasty. I'm so
We
sorry.
are
I love
getting
chewing.
weird.
I love chewing on pulp before I
Oh
gulp it down.
god, I'm gonna
Oh
vomit.
yeah.
Please, I just took a Tums. It's gonna be weirdly colored.
Did your tongues have pulp in it?
Very tasty.
Oh god, I hate this. It's so gross.
Dude, I love Pepto-Bismol with pulp. It's my favorite flavor of medicine.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
nice.
up. That's not even a flavor, it's a texture.
Just imagine airborne as it dissolves. It just has pulp. That oh
you know,
god.
you shut the fuck
I wanna
up.
die. I wanna die.
What is this? Straight from an orange.
Ew. Oh.
No, why do you have to delete it?
Because it's
Send it
fucking
back.
nasty.
Send it back.
It's
You're
tasty.
nasty.
You can swish it around in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It's like
I
blocks.
don't hear
It's
about
like
pulp.
flavored blocks.
You should not be flossing with something that's covered in citric acid.
Close.
Says you.
What do you mean says me?
Oh.
What
Zach,
are you? What are you? A
I'm-
fucking?
I'm- I am
Are you a
Dentist?
fucking optometrist? I didn't think so.
Optometrist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I don't see anything wrong with this.
I don't
Do
see
you?
anything wrong with this. Are you a
I don't
fucking
see.
optometrist? Oh, that's really
Don't see
good.
in general, yeah.
I don't listen. Clearly, you're not vitamin C.
Oh
'cause
my
you're not drinking all
God.
the pulp.
Well, welcome, Mikey. I'm glad you could make it to stream. I'm extremely. It is extremely unfortunate to hear about your 2 fractured fingers.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
my God.
that's rough, my guy.
Were
oh my
you
God.
were you giving the English middle finger to someone while you were shooting a longbow at them?
Oh my
Nice.
god.
I'm distracted.
It's
You
been
know
going
what?
fine. For us, I think.
You know what?
I
I,
mean-
feel you, Mikey. I did pop my shoulder this week, and it wasn't fun.
I did
Grant's
pop
like
off this week.
semi-dying.
I did pop off.
I did
Pop.
pop off. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Yeah. Yay.
You
So,
punched your wardrobe. But that could potentially lead you to Narnia. I don't know. Seemed like a bad move.
Saba. Never
Dude,
mind.
like Adrian said, I might have boomer humor, okay? Leave me alone. Let me be.
Did you know
Oh,
that there
funny.
used to be a really popular book series called The Chronicles of Narnia?
That also
It
made
had
me
many wonderful things in it.
Did you know the Chronicles of Narnia was the
Did you
first
know?
book series that
It just trails off.
Did you know that in 1896 there was a man who
Shut the fuck out, God. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I can't.
All right, save state 2. There we go. So what's the situation on the foxes and dogs debate? So actually, that's a good point. By doing more independent research on my end, I discovered that the main reason for such a heated debate was that I was under the impression that canine meant dog. Like they were literally the same word, like synonyms. That is not true. A canine is its own thing and a dog is its own thing. And so in
Right.
actuality, Saba was in fact correct. And it was just
I
my
was
and
correct.
it was my misunderstanding of what a canine was. So
yeah,
there you
all
go.
dogs are
Started-
canines,
he-
not all
he was,
canines are dogs.
mistaken like linguistical stuff. Yeah, because I think it came from. I think I even texted you. It had to do with like the genus name, and I think like the dog's genus name is also Canis, versus like foxes are like Vulpes or something. So that's probably also another reason why people called like canine as another word for dog. So.
But yeah, so in the end, obviously, Saba was right.
I thought that conversation
Obo gives
was gonna
Saba
be
your lunch money for
back
losing
in
the
the safe.
debate. Nah, we're adults. It's fine. It was funny. It was funny to get all loud, but Saba was
Zach
right.
can treat me when I ever arrive in South Carolina.
South Carolina?
North Carolina? I don't even know anymore. I'm like
one of the Carolinas.
one of the
One
Carolinas.
of those fucking things down there.
Virginia.
Man.
Whenever I'm
Yeah.
close enough to you, Zach, you can treat me, which might.
Well,
be
I mean, I
never.
promise you I don't plan on staying here for long enough for you to actually get here, so we'll figure that out one day.
Zach will promise to buy you gummy bears and then put it off for a couple years.
Hey, I ended up buying you gummy bears.
Yeah, not until after several years after
did
we
you end up-
parted.
Who is this one who was like, I got gummy bears and then someone else ate them all?
That was me.
Yep.
And it wasn't,
That is-
excuse you, it wasn't just me. It
I
was
feel like you were definitely the exemplar of that.
There you
though.
go.
But no, you are right. You are
I
right.
could-
Lawrence is also here.
Lawrence is here, Janine was here, there was also a few people at game night who ate some. I think Terrence.
What? I didn't know that. Great, cool.
Well, you got a whole
They were
group of
very
people to get
good.
angry at.
They were very good, and I even said, and I know I said this last time we told this story, but like I even said it at game night when like Terrence had some. I was like, dude, I think these taste a little bit better because I know I'm not supposed to be eating them.
Oh my gosh!
The
What
forbidden
an
fruit of the
evil
cupboard.
Forbidden
you are.
fruit.
No, it's getting worse. Load.
Well, you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's all those gummy bears that Karma's getting back.
Saba
at
gets
you.
free McDonald's. I don't even know. Does Saba eat McDonald's? Saba can get French fries because I won't eat them.
And the only thing I like from McDonald's is like their ice cream, or like their one of their coffee or ice cream stuff.
Correct. Did you just? Am I correct in thinking that that image is stiff-peaked oranges?
Oh my gosh!
Oranges with the consistency of stiff peaks.
Munch.
Munch. Just
Oh.
eat the drink. You're fine.
It's not a drink at that point.
I
That's
am
just,
not fine.
You can drink
That
it.
looks like
Drink it.
that looks like that looks like the
Oh my
consistency of oatmeal.
god!
Drink it.
Please, I don't want to see this. It's gross.
That's the consistency of oatmeal.
I'm gonna say it looks like fucking
Yes.
baby food. The first one is fine, I guess, because it looks kind of tropical. But like, Jesus Christ, man, it's so gross.
Mikey, we need to know pulp or no pulp.
are-
Pulp or no pulp?
Oh my
You're
god!
getting in
You
this
are too
debate.
weak. You will not survive in this world.
Pope or no pope?
Pope or no
Yeah,
pope?
pope.
That's a different
Pulp or no
thing.
pulp.
By the way,
Pope or
isn't it
no
weird? Isn't it weird how
Dope
the
or no
adjective?
dope?
Isn't it weird how the adjective for pope is papal?
Yeah, the papal
Yeah.
staff and stuff. The papal car.
But why is it papal and not popal?
I think it's because it's a different base word.
It's not
I'm
Pope.
staying out of this.
But
Very well, Mikey.
But it literally is tied to the pope.
Right. Well, no. Like I believe that Pope is like an offshoot of the original status name. I think something like that.
Hang on. I'm looking
like
up right
before,
now.
there is
Pope
no
comes
wrong
from
answer.
Greek papus, which means father, and then Greek papas, which means bishop or patriarch, and then just pope. Papal comes from Latin papa, bishop of Rome, into papalus, into papal.
There you go.
But
He doesn't
why?
pay any of us, Mike. Yeah. If only.
You guys aren't getting paid? Fucking idiots.
Aw.
Dude, Zach, are you side dealing with Adrian?
Why do you think I show up?
Who are you, Chilchak?
It's not for the sparkling conversation. That's for no. It's fine.
Is it for the sparkling water?
It's for
For
yeah.
the-
Zach
for-
pays me. Zach pays me in sparkling water specifically.
Water with
Yes.
pulp.
Water with
Water
pulp.
with pope.
Oh,
No,
have you
that's
guys
just
seen-
like
that's just called
Pope
tap water, and we already know that
I mean-
Adrian drinks that.
have you
Oh,
guys seen
yes.
thick water?
Yes.
I
it's
think so,
awful.
yeah.
Thick
I
water.
kind of want to try it.
Isn't it just water and gelatin?
Very basically, yeah.
Thickened water. Oh.
Look
Wait,
of
why
water.
did I suddenly think of oobleck?
Because it's
Oobleck?
thick
Do
water.
not eat it.
Eat oobleck.
Thick water.
Eat-
thick
Dude,
water.
I wish I
instead.
could get paid in gummy bears. I don't. but
I'm
I
a
don't.
gummy bear.
Ash my gummy bear.
But yeah, no, Zach paid me once in gummy bears, which I guess was
Well,
more of a
well, so I
repeat
paid you
commercial.
for the
And then
gummy
he
bears,
ate it
and then I
himself.
paid you for the art that you made that I've been using in videos. So I paid
Yeah,
you
so
twice.
technically, I think I've been paid more than anyone else for being on the stream.
I have like in
Can I be
theory,
paid?
I should technically
Technically,
pay Grant for the videos that he edited. But that being said, I'm not making any money off of those periods. So,
Saba.
Huh?
Where's my
What
money?
is Saba done to, what have you done for your country this evening?
Where's my money for my volunteer work?
I wonder. Where's my own money?
huh, man.
Orange
It's
is
a-
like, where's my money?
It's almost like
Mama.
it's almost like it's less funny when you're on the receiving end of people being like, "Where's my money?"
Where's
Zach,
my
where's
money?
my money?
You know, when we eventually make it, Lawrence, I'll give you some.
Saab and I did voice work for you, Zach.
You
you
can
go.
you can talk to Kevin.
You know what? I will talk to Kevin because
Let's
he's a
invite him to
wonderful
stream and then we'll
conversationalist.
yell at him.
Kevin from Up?
Yep.
Bird? That bitch
Oh
is
yeah,
long.
technically my voice is in there too, but would he say because it's been altered and it was lowered?
I mean, it's
because it
obviously
doesn't
your
count
performance, so
anymore?
you'd still be paid.
Ah, there
Yeah,
we go. I got
otherwise-
that invoiced by Zach, so technically and legally and lawfully I should be
The-
paid.
Legally and lawfully.
full of waffles.
Legally and lawfully, I should have been paid by Manticore for wasting 2 semesters on their stupid ass project. So
Legally
there
and
you go.
lawfully,
We're
I
all
should have been
even.
paid by the college for doing tours for them.
But what about Leafly?
Actually.
Oh yeah,
sure.
did you ever get any compensation for doing tours?
No.
Ha! I told you that was gonna happen.
you just
even
expect compensation?
I think her name was Mercedes. Even Mercedes told
It
you
was.
that.
No, she told me after. She told you, and then she told me after.
Oh.
And you proceeded to tell me after.
Man, Mercedes was not necessarily the softest person in the world, but man, was shit talking people with her fun. You could drop any name and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, that bitch," and then just drop a bunch of details, and I'm like, "Ooh, I normally don't like gossip, but this is incendiary."
Normally don't like gossip until I like gossip.
Unless.
But what if? But what if? Oh, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep going.
Any more things?
The French.
All of them are
Oh, the
sad.
French! What a wonderful bouquet! Of,
What a wonderful phrase.
what a wonderful French!
What a wonderful French.
So Grant,
Impossible.
I actually am.
Possible.
Sorry, Captain Fight Fist. We'll never make that mistake again. So Grant, I actually got all caught up on what'd you call it? Internet Historian.
Oh. Wow. Oh, you really liked it then.
I cannot tell you I already kind of described this to Adrian a little bit, but I've a few nights ago I had trouble sleeping because I was having existential nightmares. But then the past 2 nights I've stayed up super late because I was simply too curious about stuff to go to sleep. My mind wouldn't stop racing. So it's one of them was reading fucking 18 or 19 chapters of Dungeon Meshi in a row, and then the one after that, and then last night was binging just as many fucking Internet Historian videos as possible. Dude, did you see his most recent one?
No, I don't. Well, it depends what one is.
The Losta Concordia, the cruise ship.
No, I haven't.
I'm straight up, it's amazing. Because the research that he does, and then his presentation style or whatever, it's just really good. I highly recommend it.
Nice.
Oh, I wanted to ask on the topic of recommendations. Did you end up watching any soft lockpicking videos?
Yes, I did. Wait, sorry, Mikey said something. The patrol, he be paying his crew in damn gummy bears.
Snap.
Nice.
We ain't getting paid for shit.
And no one ever will. Who do you think I am, Dan Plan?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who do you think I am, Mr. Beast?
Anyway, what'd you think of the
Bill.
soft lockpicking videos?
So actually, I kind of wish I had talked about it when I was a little bit more passionate, like 2 weeks ago or whatever, when you first, because basically, like, the day after you recommended it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll check these out. Like, I added it to my watch later list. The videos where he is presenting a lock, I find much less interesting than the two, I think he only has two, where someone presents him a lock and he has to break it. Those ones are
fair.
really interesting. The fucking electrode stuck in Victory Road with with explosion. That one's super good. And then there was one more that was like something that, I think it was like Cinnabar Island or something, was another one where it was like, oh, I'm stuck here. What can I do? And it was really cool.
That's fair.
But yeah,
I watched a few of his videos, but I thought they were okay.
He has a particular way of speaking that, at least to me, means I can't really watch too many of his videos in a row.
It is very droll.
Yeah. It's sort of like, I had said this to Grant yesterday, I think it was yesterday, but I recently got back into IHE, I Hate Everything, the YouTube channel. I hadn't checked him out in like 2 years. I had like completely forgotten about his channel. So when I went back, I was like, oh, there's so much stuff to watch. This is so great. He sounds like he's about to fall asleep in literally every video. And like I watched like 3 or 4 of the review videos in a row, and by the end of like the third one or whatever, I was like, man, this is just not fun. Like, I don't like listening to a guy just talking like this into the mic in a monotone thing, and then it's like, okay, the video's over, goodbye, and then that's it. It's like, man,
Why am I here then, Zach?
yeah, it's like, man, you have millions of subscribers and these videos are getting like 100,000 views each. Show some fucking excitement. I know you might be going through some stuff right now, then take a break.
Grant, you're here because you're
wasn't
funny,
lying.
and we
That
like you.
adventure can be bizarre. That adventure can bizarre. Sorry, what'd you say?
What?
I said,
Nothing.
Thank you, Adrian.
Oh, very
I was
cool.
hoping we would all be like super silent for the next minute.
Just some
So
complete
anyway,
silence.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you had a better topic
Adventure
to
can
propose.
bizarre.
I do have mentor. So I want to talk about this because history has been made in the chess world.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. I even
bomb.
watched this video. It was very funny.
Oh, no.
A
what
bond
now?
cloud and a double bond cloud theory. So in the bond cloud is the name of
It's
an
a
opening
move in
in
chess, by the way. Yes,
Yeah.
it is chess.
Yeah, so you just move your pawn forward, the pawn that's in front of your king.
Chess.
That's normal. And then you move your king, which is quite possibly one of the worst openings you could possibly do in chess.
Like mathematically, it is advantage suicide to do the bomb
Yes.
cloud, and because of that, it is definitely a status symbol if you do the bomb cloud, because it's supposed to be like meme shit.
It's a status symbol. It plays a psychological attack on your opponent because like he's doing the bomb cloud. That must mean he thinks he's better than me. Oh no! And you just freak out, and then it'll feel devastating. But as we says, it's a meme move, so it's unofficial. Until just a few days ago, there was a tournament. The current chess world champion, Magnus Carlsen, was faced up against Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura, and
who is like number 2 or 3?
Yeah, I think he was number 1. He's currently number 1 in the U.S., but as for like internationally, he's close. They've been arch enemies for years
Yeah.
since they were kids. So they're once again facing each other, and they're all really stoic. But then Magnus plays the bomb cloud. Then,
It should be noted that Magnus has been going on Twitch and stuff and getting a little bit more famous than he had been previously. So
so he became well versed in the meme, and Hikaru, despite the fact that he really wanted to beat Magnus, he just starts like he starts like cracking up, just laughing, and you can hear the chess commentators.
the chess commentators are fucking baffled.
It was like, all right, Magnus moves the pawn, which is a book move. Hikaru moves his pawn as well, and the king. Why would you move the king? And then Hikaru moves his king forward as well, activating his bomb cloud, which is the double bomb cloud.
It was it's the world's first high-ranking bomb cloud into counter bomb cloud maneuver.
Yes.
It's very good. It's very funny.
That sounds like when Critical made it XEQ or QXE or whatever his name was in like 3 moves or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, using the scholar's mate or whatever. Fool's mate. There you go. Thank you.
Fool's mate.
Yeah. Fool's mate is a mate where it's like you can win in like 3 moves or whatever, but it only works against people who don't actually like pay attention or have studied chess at all, because it's the easiest thing in the world to like block. So that's really funny.
Yeah.
And then they tried to mute Critical stream, and then when it comes back, he's like, "Whoa, yeah. My fucking dick's coming."
Yeah, I believe the term was, "My dick is throbbing." Throbbing.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, just to finish up what happened the tournament. So they do the double bomb cloud, and then they move the kings back and forth 3 times, which is immediately a draw, and the game is over. The commentators are freaking out, and the best thing is that because this was like a proper professional tournament. You know how I said the bomb cloud was like a informal term? Now it has to be a formal term. They will have
They don't have to call it bomb cloud.
They have to call it the bomb cloud.
No, they don't have to.
I refuse to believe that.
The like International Chess Symposium or whatever has officially stated that they can definitely change the name. Like
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but they can. So I believe that rumor has it at the moment is that they're planning on officially renaming it the Cloud Opening.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's so much worse.
That's so much worse. It gives it
Bomb
less
cloud.
power.
True.
But these are
These are
like stuffy 80-year-olds that have been playing chess since they were 5. Like they don't want meme shit.
Bomb
The
cloud.
fools.
They are fools.
refusing to
That's
change.
they refuse to change. Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the chess.
That is the chess.
You did put that in banter ideas, and I was like, oh man, Mikey's not gonna like this. But since you're on a chess kick right now, I am super willing
Not
to
the
support you
chess.
in your chess nonsense,
Your chess endeavors.
your chess devers, if you will.
Oh yeah, that's history made.
Chesters.
History in the
Fantastic.
making.
History in the making. Bomb cloud officially used by grandmasters.
Not only bomb cloud, but also counter bomb cloud.
Counter bomb cloud. There's a long name for it. Now I'm trying to find it.
Bong Cloud reminds me a lot of Bogosort.
It has
Bogo
similar
sword.
energies. That's true.
But Bogosort and also Blong Snart.
Oh yes.
Man,
Which one was
I
the,
had finally worked
Dude.
Blongsnart out of my mind.
Do not Google Blong Snart, everyone in Twitch.
But it's not real.
It doesn't exist yet.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Watch this.
Watch this. Take this.
This. What's that from again?
It's Game Grumps. They were doing Sonic Adventure 2, I think. And the final boss is obviously Eggman in the Egg Emperor. And the game is so shit that they only recorded one voice line, or rather, sorry, they did record like 5 or 6 voice lines for his like normal attacks, but the game is busted, so it only plays the first one. So literally every time Eggman slashes his energy sword, he goes, "Take this!" But he also has a move when he's below half health where he fucking flicks it back and forth 6 times super quick. So he goes, "Take this, take this!" It's like, oh my god.
Did you take it?
Aaron did many times because he's bad at video games, but that's
True.
not necessarily his fault because it's also very poorly designed. Okay, here we go. Oh man. All right, so after all of that, we are finally all prepped and we're able to proceed with our first of 3 dungeons.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, if I need to get food, it's somewhere within this time.
Never.
I'm about to say,
Not yet.
are you gonna get food?
I should.
Because if
but
you're
I don't know
gonna,
when.
now would be the perfect time because we're just gonna be
I know.
vibing.
I just don't.
Oh,
know
I
if
need
it's
to
ready.
open up my jobs. I forgot. Let's do. Yeah, you know what? Let's do ant planes. We got a lot
Little
of
do
that.
you know, I've been getting food this entire time. I have some food in front of me right now.
Is that what all the texting was about?
Yeah.
Nice.
Saba, why didn't you
It
get
was-
good?
My
Dude, I wish-
machinations
Cut to my.
I wish I was that good.
Cut to my Fez video where I have undeniable proof of Saba being very good at video games.
But also being very dumb at the same time.
It's not even moving.
Duality. The duality.
The duality of
The
Saba.
man.
All right. So this one is
Yeah, I was
find
gonna-
a big apple on floor 5. This one's a rest Corsola, which is going to be actually no, that's water type. This one's going to
well,
be
my-
find an
my-
orange on
my-
7. Escort
have
to
to wait for
sand
the
slash.
right-
Shit. Arrest
That is
slugman
the-
arrest.
Oh, I found the long name for the double bomb cloud. It's called the Bomb Cloud Counter Gambit Hotbox Variation.
Hotbox variation.
That's good.
Oh, that's so good. All right, Lauren or Adrian, I'm super sorry. I know that you're a higher level, but Lawrence is just more useful.
Oh, oh boy.
Sad.
Since
In
Ovo
the
is on a
amp
roll,
planes?
yes, even in the amp planes, he's more useful. Adrian's
Wow.
Adrian's attack stat just isn't increasing fast enough.
Wow, okay.
Totodile already deals more damage than you, and it's kind of bullshit, but I can't argue with it.
Level 24, let's go.
But Mikey, there is an actual edited video of
On my
Fez
my
playthrough.
YouTube channel, I highly recommend you watch it when you got
very
some time.
Good.
It's very
One
funny
of my favorites because of
because
me
it
playing
features
it.
Saba. Yes. The
I'm sorry,
link to the
but the
YouTube channel
hospital
is underneath the video player. By the way, it is the picture of the cat. You just click on it; it brings you to my YouTube channel because I have no professionalism. I really should update that now that I think about it.
No.
What do you mean no?
Dare.
No.
I'll kill you.
there's stuff with there's stuff that has to do with grandmas and septuagenarians and taking people
Goldfish.
hostage.
Taking people hostage.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen!
Yeah,
That's stream lore.
there you go.
That's required reading in order to get like 50.
Here, summary.
Oh my god! Look at Cherubi's level.
Cherubi trash.
Ruby.
What the hell?
Hit him on top. No!
You can believe me taking people hostage?
Yeah.
I wonder
too.
why. What could have ever given both of you such an idea?
Because you're a psychopath.
I've seen you kill people, although it's on paper.
What?
Although it's on paper.
The amount of characters Sama is gonna be killing.
Oh my god, I know what you mean. It's not my fault!
Why is Saba? Whoa! Hold on! Are you talking about Saba's like fucking pet project? How many people is she killing now? Do I need to step in as a
What's
consultant
wrong with
and quell her bloodlust?
Only
No one
one
survived.
person had to
No
die.
one survived.
Yet.
Yet.
That was actually the puppet master pulling the strings. Oh no! It's been a ruse.
Well, you
Oh
know
my
what they
God.
say. I'm not a fan of puppeteers, but I have a nagging fear
Of puppeteers.
that someone else is pulling all the strings.
Yeah,
Oh no.
this is a music reference. Okay.
Something terrible is going down.
Oh my God. Corsola.
Oh yeah, and also
Through the entire
seagulls.
town.
That's the last thing I remember. Seagulls.
Wreaking havoc.
Seagulls, that's another one.
Let it
That's
bring.
another thing in there. So I mean, I guess I can
jumping
talk
over
about it a
that.
little bit because it doesn't really matter. But the 3 videos that I have edited that are all scheduled to go up, they already got all their thumbnails. They got everything. They're all like pretty good. I would say they're like middle. They're like middle level of editing. Where like if Fez is high and Monster Camp is low, I would say these are about middle. They have some jokes in there, but they're not like super edited. And I like them. I've been watching them on and off since I have access to them, but they're pretty good. I don't want to spoil what the videos for April are gonna be, but I can say that this month is Superliminal, and that's a good video. Landlords of Obo's Body is also stream lore. That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's mostly that. Superliminal is going to be one where Saba makes jokes about puzzle games, and also Zach inexplicably being scared because Zach could not fathom the idea of it being ketchup.
It wasn't
you go.
even fucking ketchup, asshole.
Ketchup or paint? I said both.
It's paint, asshole.
I remember Zach specifically saying like, "No, Saba, it's blood."
There were handprints on the wall.
Dude, they were being cheeky. Hey, look, it's me.
All right, well, some Pokemon in here just picked up a Steel Wing, and unfortunately, I need to find it because that's a really good move. I don't know if anyone
Dude,
can
maybe
learn
it's-
it,
maybe
but
it's
I
me.
want it.
Dude, if I say I want to be on your team, will you let me on? No,
No, because I can't
Electric
replace
type, actually.
the Eevee. We can do a soul transfer like super late in the game.
No, it's okay. It's not good because we already have an electric type on the team.
That is true.
Besides, I like being Leafeon.
Ooh, transfer.
Oh.
Giraffe rig.
And I wanted to, because after I did Superliminal, I was like, what was the next game we played after that? It was Manifold Garden. Manifold Garden, fantastic game. I think all of us can probably agree with that, because that game was just super cool
pretty
in
good.
general. Yeah. The audio on that video was borked as hell. Like,
Oh no.
some people
I
were
think I
too
remember
quiet, some people were too loud, and it was just like, I couldn't, like, I guess just I wasn't able to balance people properly that day. And so, yeah, the whole video was just borked, and it was just like, okay, well, I can't use any of this. And it was really upsetting, because I would have loved to have made a Manifold Garden video, but oh well.
The only
Well,
thing I remember from
also-
Manifold Garden was the beginning of the Settlers of Zack's Being trend.
Yes, that is true.
Yes,
Manifold
that is where
Garden.
it came from.
Manifold
the
Garden is
origin.
where that came from, because Adrian was bored and he wanted to go to the bathroom in my mind, which is gross.
I took a big doo-doo in the bathroom. You
In
have
the
a- you have
bathroom
a
of your
plunger in
mind.
here? I can't find a
Yeah, that
plunger.
happened at the
guy.
very last cutscene for Manifold
The,
Garden.
the credits, yeah.
The credits.
I need a plunger for the toilet of your mind. It's
All I
clogged.
remember was
The toilet of your
Saba
mind is
punching a baby.
overflowing. Please,
What
help.
about me?
I said all I remember is Saba punching a baby.
What?
I don't even remember that. What are you talking about?
Hold up, I need to remember this.
I was say I don't remember
I
this.
tentatively remember, but you need to give me the context, Grant.
Hold on, give me a sec.
It's gonna be a DM. He's gonna post
He
a
pulls
DM,
up.
and it's gonna be Saba being like, "Man, I'm so bored I can punch a baby."
Oh, he pulled up an
I
actual
honestly-
video of Saba
I'm-
punching babies.
Oh my God,
Never
Saba! Why would you do
Edited really
that?
well.
I don't know what anyone's talking about anymore. I'm lost. Like always.
Oh,
Wait.
it was the yes. I do remember this actually. Here, I still have my what do you call it? My Discord on screen, so I can play it. Okay.
Look at me, genius, please, genius.
Okay, so we got this going now.
Topic.
Oh my god, that means it was like.
When's the last time you punched a baby?
Can't fucking
In my mind. All right. Anyway, that's enough of that. Sabo's laughing
She's
hysterically.
guilty. She's guilty.
See, Grant, you and I need to have a conversation at some point when you're not absolutely drowning in schoolwork. You gotta show me like where you get all these like audio sources from and stuff.
I had to deafen to listen to that clip again. I totally forgot that I said that.
Jose, Adrian's also not innocent.
About where I get what?
Your audio sources and stuff, because these are really good.
Listen, Sabo's the one that couldn't quick draw an answer of no, I haven't.
True.
My quick draw of an answer was.
That's so good.
I unfortunately don't remember what was going through my mind at that moment.
Punching babies.
Punching a baby,
I assume.
apparently.
Metaphorical babies up in
The most recent time in the last 3 hours that you punched a baby, I guess.
Just that loud music that just suddenly cuts to. I'm just dying. Oh my
It
god.
was really good.
Good.
I'm glad you liked it.
Wait, Graham, what program do you use to do your
It is very
lightning
good.
fast edits?
Same one Zach does. I introduced Zach to it.
He introduced me to the same thing that I do.
The same program we use every stream, Zach.
DaVinci Resolve. Ooh, Joy Ribbon. Wait, isn't that the one that gives you more
I'm also
XP?
proud of this one. I was happy with it.
I think so,
Oh,
yeah.
the bird one.
So,
yeah, the
Grant, you do have a tendency of like you're watching the stream and then you'll just like quickly just whip out a really quick video. Where do you get the video source from?
I run stream, and then every now and then I'll just click record on OBS, and then if I
Every now
get something, I
and
get something. I fish for audio clips.
Graham's like above and beyond prepared at any moment to call any of us
I'm about to
out.
say Grant has been maintaining an archive of shit he's gonna use against me one day. I know he is.
I literally got one where like I tuned into stream and I hit record right as Zach said, "Man, I really hope Grant didn't hear that." And I'm like, "That's too easy. I'll use that later."
Oh man, the amount of I don't know. I have said for a while that with these streams I do want to I'll obviously like mitigate some of the stuff that I say like in terms of like swearing in certain topics just because it's like polite, but like there are stuff that I do want to talk about that's something that sometimes can get a little monka-esque. But recently I've been like I kind of just don't want to do that because A, I know that Grant fucking records me sometimes, and B, apparently my aunt and now grandmother watch the stream on occasion. We'll like go back through the VODs and I'm like don't want to say anything too incriminating.
I'm sorry, but if I say something like that has to do with babies and punching babies, and Grant then takes a video like
we got something of you saying
the
MILF.
I'm so milfed.
Yeah, the milk thing. Yeah, I just feel embarrassed about that though. The punching baby, that was funny though.
Hello, Grandma.
Hello, Grandma.
Oh, that's very sweet, Mikey. If she was technologically savvy enough to actually be like watching this in any capacity, I'm sure she would say hi. Graham, why is there a wide guest?
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose in his car?
Alright, I'm gonna show that on stream just because that's so funny. Once again, this is like stream lore. You have to have watched the Ace Attorney series, but like, that's so good.
Did you see that guy accidentally hit that moose
posted
with his
the
car?
Dwarven. It's the Dwarven is not as good as I remember it to be.
Earns a holder
Holder each time they take.
Damn.
Oh, that's so garbage.
I know, that's why I,
thought
said
it
it's
was
not as good as
I thought it was
remember
10% increased XP.
No, that's the IQ.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Alright, we go to sleep now. We go to sleep now.
We sleep.
Pikachu.
Ba-ba-da-da, it's morning. Whoa! Gotta get loud. Ooh.
Let's save our adventure.
Remind me to put.
Smiles for miles.
Oh, the smiles for miles. Haha, funny scream.
Oh, I remember this too.
You know what? Give me a minute. I got one or two in here that's funny. Here I have to. They're hidden, so I have to go to my actual channel.
It's really funny. Oh, he's really good.
I feel like I ticked off Colin though, because he seems miffed by me being really loud really quickly, which is very fair.
Oh, what are you gonna do when something pops up unexpectedly? That's the whole point of it.
Well,
Wait,
now
did something pop up, though?
now I have an audio compressor on my mic, so now it shouldn't be as bad.
Oh wait a sec, I see the edit. Rant.
Glad.
The one
Did
frame
you
of
watch the whole
Adrian.
thing? Oh, did you watch till the end?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I just didn't realize that was him also in the one frame
yeah.
jump scare.
It's from a
Single
special
frame.
event, but it doesn't have anything to do with the series. So, ah!
But I guess they're
Yeah?
trying to be
Did
helpful.
you not see that?
It's just funny that it's Adrian.
If two men were on the
Boo.
moon and one killed the other with a rock, would that be fucked up or
I like the one where it's
It's from a
Abraham
special
Lincoln and
event,
Zach's
but it doesn't
dad.
have anything to do with the.
Oh, I have that one too.
That one's classic. That one's super good.
Which one is it? Sorry.
There, that one.
Oh, I scrolled. Oh, the low.
Oh yeah.
I wish I stuttered less in that audio, but it's not even really a stutter. It's more of like a sputter because like my mind doesn't actually like grasp onto the words as fast as it needs to. These are all good videos.
Video. I'm glad you like them.
Very good. All right. Well, at one of these days, we're probably gonna head into Landslide Cave just because it is a new location that we should explore. Ah, Northern Desert, yes. All right. So we're definitely going into the Northern Desert because these are all 1 stars, which would be great to do. So it's retrieve a stolen item from floor 8, arrest Gastrodon, who I believe is a ground type, so I can't electrocute him.
Ground
That's
water.
Fawn 9. Arrest Volbeat and guide Gloom. Oh my god, I had to guide Gloom while
I just
fighting
watched
3 criminals.
The fucking love video is the reason that compelled me to draw the other icons for everyone else.
because it's like
I should
oh,
redo it. Where it's all the same of your icons.
Well, I
that
don't
you
know. I don't know if
made.
you should necessarily redo that one, but you should definitely be on, I guess, like on watch for another one of those moments that you could do, because that'd be great too.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, man, it sucks that Grant doesn't have. Because Lawrence and I are both artists. We've obviously drawn ourselves, but
Right.
I have water bottle.
Grant has forearm water.
I have.
Modular forearm water.
Modular forearm water.
Yes.
The next step in your evolution.
I couldn't think of a good alternate for Grant, so I just gave him the "I Miss My Virginity" shirt.
Which I then sent you the original.
Like I said, I think he
Right.
definitely likes it.
It's a good
I love
shirt.
It. It is a good shirt. I hope Dave wears it often.
That is true. He did buy it. Maybe one day, if this video stuff ever takes off, that'll be one of my pieces of merch on the hidden store. You have to know the URL in order to access it.
Punished virginity.
Punished virginity.
Oh, I did get a steel wing at some point.
I would totally buy a shirt that says Sabo punches babies.
I'm not. I would. I mean, you could make that yourself. I would not put that out. I'm not gonna defame. I already
I am
shit on my
not.
co-host too much. I can't be putting out merch of Saba punching babies.
I'd buy it.
You guys are degenerates.
But like,
Wow,
is
guys,
Saba even a common name? Because I've never heard the name Saba before.
So,
not that much.
So this actually brings up a topic of conversation that,
More constellations than
yes,
just, like,
well,
one.
no, there was one per room, but each room, but there were multiple rooms in, like, the overall area. Like, almost all of them...
I think you're confusing. I'm saying, so I know you're saying there's multiple star rooms, but within each star
There's only
room,
one constellation per
one...
room. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, one per room.
So we weren't just tripping that we saw a mug and there was nothing else.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and then they, I don't know. It was just like, man. So anyway, so obviously there was like a moment in time where Superliminal was like pretty big on YouTube, and so this guy had made the video that I was watching. It had like 1 million views or something like that. Oh fuck! I just took 22 damage because I'm a stupid idiot. It had like 1 million views, and it was like a pretty good video. Oh my god, just die! What the hell? Why does he have so much health?
He died.
You died.
Is he just straight up not able? What the fuck? Oh, and then it crashed.
Oh no!
Why is it crashing all the time now? What the hell? All right, well that's really annoying. What do you mean? When's the last time I used it?
Was it last stream that you last used the emulator?
I mean, I popped it open once or twice for just doing some like screen region stuff. Oh, I just realized that my on-screen Discord has been on this whole time. All right, recent ROM, mystery dungeon, and then load save state. Should be 1. And I think this is, oh my god, is this before we did the...
Well, now I've got a lot more time, depending on when my...
True. Did you want to eat Saba?
Once again, I'll
ordered
check
food?
to see if my food's done. No.
Oh,
like,
making food.
Frozen food usually just takes a long time to make. Yeah.
Oh man, that's really disheartening. I don't know. I guess I should make more of an effort to. You know what? Maybe you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe I destabilized the shit out of my emulator because I was doing the save state loading over and over and over for the items and stuff.
Save scumming.
Yeah, because I was like save scumming to get the raffle ticket.
Also, don't forget to stream on Discord.
Oh, right. Thank you. Sorry.
Yep. Okay, my food is ready now, so perfect timing, I guess, as you guys just go through this dungeon again.
Yep. Again.
I'll be in Discord.
Okay.
See you in a bit.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Okay. And then Adrian's gone again.
What? I'm still here.
No, you're Slosh.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
Right. Okay. My Pokemon.
Your Pokemans. Your Pocket Monster. Oh, alright. What were we talking about before the thing crashed and I got upset?
Life.
I don't want to talk about life right now. I've been having trouble going to sleep.
Alright, let's talk about Unlife then.
This also doesn't help.
You don't want to talk about... Alright, let's talk about Limbo then.
Oh no.
The state between.
The state of bending backwards under a bar.
Yes.
Of Limbo. Oh, that's really good. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys a minute. I need to go to the bathroom.
Alright.
Time to get Zach a DMCA strike. Let's play some copyright music.
Let's go.
Sir,
better
you have to watch
be
out.
sea
Playing
shanties.
copyrighted music. Have you seen that video?
No.
It's from a German stream, and he's playing a game where you like play as British or French soldiers fight each other, and he's just marching up on some beaches, and some guy runs behind him, is like, "Sir, you have to watch out. The British are playing copyrighted music."
Oh no. Every streamer's worst nightmare.
It was pretty good.
True.
Grant, I forgot. You weren't there for the statue clip, right?
No, wait, which one?
The one that I posted on Twitch. I posted a Twitch clip of the statue.
Where?
It's in general. If you scroll up a while.
Oh, fucking clicked on a general voice channel.
Rip. Yeah, hang on, I'll post it. I'll link it again in
Oh
general.
wait, no, yeah, I was here. I was here for this.
You were there for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna say, wasn't everyone there?
I didn't remember whether you were there or not, but I was just scrolling up through general. I saw it and I was like, oh, that was a good moment.
That was a good one.
We
That was
all like
really
contributed
funny.
to it. It was pretty solid.
So how have you guys been?
The other day I was expecting to play D&D and then receive 2 voice calls for job things. I didn't
you
receive
did
either
mention
voice.
a job.
I didn't receive either voice call, and my D&D got canceled 5 as 4 was supposed to start.
Oof.
Oh,
And it all happened in the span of like 3 hours. So I just after that I had a stress nap immediately after.
that's
But
fair.
earlier today, I actually got a job call, and they were like, "Are you available for an interview right now?" I was like, I literally the call itself had literally woken me up because I'd stayed up all night and fucked my sleep schedule. I was like, I'm busy right now. Can you call back in an hour?" Like, yeah, sure. I hung up and then immediately went back to sleep for an hour, and then they called me back,
Oh my god.
and they told me that
job.
well, they told me that they'll get back to me either tomorrow or Monday. So I have no idea. It's weird that they said either Saturday or fucking Monday and skipping over Sunday for some reason, but Saturday's
That's the
still an option.
Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
It's a job to work with to tutor special needs children,
Oh,
because
Ah.
apparently tutoring children is a skill that I unintentionally have.
nice.
It's like when people don't want to be good at math but they are anyway. It's like that, but with dealing with kids, I guess.
Mhm.
It's pretty funny.
Which topic do you gotta teach them, or is it just all of it?
Just general
General.
topics.
yeah, fair.
Like
Okay.
English, math, all that.
Apparently, the job has a lot of openings because no one wants to do this job.
Ooh.
Oh,
Does it pay well?
Yeah, I mean, I was offered 21 per hour with benefits.
Ooh,
That's
wow.
that's very good. Or
that was very generous.
yeah.
Like
kinda.
literally, the lady was like, "Well, how much do you expect to get paid for this?" And I was like, 22, because that's what my mom told me to ask for, because I had no confidence. So she was like, "Well," I was like, "I should ask for minimum wage." She's like, "No, you have to ask for 22 or 24." I was like, "I'll go with 22." So I asked for 22, and she's like, "All right, we can do 20 or 22 with or 20. We can do 20 with benefits or 22 without benefits." Like, can I get 21 with benefits? Like, yeah, sure, that works. I'm like,
Negotiation.
like it was literally that
Hi, boy.
easy. I was like, wow, that was the. I feel like I just passed the persuasion check. Like,
Yeah, you should have just asked, "Can I get 22 with benefits?" And she's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
My
But,
cousin
yeah.
recently had to she moved. She's been moving a lot with her boyfriend, who I think is going to be her fiance soon. But anyway, so she had to like reapply to this what is the name of that shoe brand? They do boots.
Tim's?
Yeah, Timberlands. So she had to reapply to Timberlands, and the thing was that previously when she was working, essentially it was the equivalent of $15 an hour with benefits. But now when she was going back, instead of doing like just reception or like retail, she was supposed to be like management position. But similarly to what you just said, Adrian, she didn't have any confidence. So when she was gonna go, she was going to ask for minimum wage again, or at least a little bit above it. Essentially, how this breaks down is that her mother, my aunt, basically told her, no, you need to ask for 35 an hour. And she was like, they'll laugh me out of the office. What the hell are you talking about? She's like, just do it. It's management. Ask for 35 an hour. And so she was like, and so they do the interview. She was like, 35? And she was like, and the guy who was interviewing her was like, we can do 25. And so she says, 34? And he's like, all right, we'll do 34. And it's like, what? Like, that's just, are you
Is
telling
that
me this
how things work?
Yes. Now it should be noted she
was a
doesn't actually.
bluff.
Now it should be noted she doesn't actually get hourly, but it's essentially the same thing. But yeah, and it's just like, are you freaking shitting me? Like, that's just how people in certain industries can just do. But yeah.
yeah, I guess
Oh my
if you
god!
guys,
Am I about to die? Fuck this Corsola, dude. Holy shit.
I guess what.
You must die.
It was time.
Oh, he's dead.
I wanted to say, apparently, if you guys are willing to deal with kids that have special needs and wanted a job that apparently has a lot of open work. Tutoring kids with special needs is something apparently not a lot of people want to do, I guess.
I mean, it's in person, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I don't think they have anything they'd offer anything like that in North Carolina, so.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it's also a 7-hour a day, 5 days a week job, so.
It's not terrible.
That's like,
it's pretty good.
It's actually like better than my old job, I feel like.
Well, as long as you get paid properly.
I'm about to say, I anticipate in about a week where somebody tries to screw you over for pay, and it'll be the talk of the town from Adrian for 3 weeks.
Keep an eye out on banter topics.
All of my jobs can't be bureaucratic nightmares. Someone have to be bureaucratic competent, right?
No. That's not even me being funny. It's just...
Speaking of not getting paid, I watched a documentary recently about Bill Finger.
Who?
What about his finger?
It was pretty good. And the fact that you don't know his name really puts into perspective the importance and lack thereof of his representation. But he's basically co-creator of Batman.
Oh.
But was never recognized for it until 2016 when they created the character in 1939.
Why wasn't he credited? Or should I watch the thing? Oh my god!
I mean, if
Marie.
Yes.
Do I take it? This is technically Saba, right?
I thought Saba was Flappy or whatever.
This evolves into Flappy.
Not yet, until we beat the game anyway.
Also, Saba wanted to be Leafeon, I thought.
Right. Well, anyway, it's alright. It was just an opportunity, so I wanted to ask. Never mind. Please
we can
continue.
come back here later and get a Flaffy.
Please continue, Adrian.
True.
Or
yes.
Grant.
So as I was saying, Bill Finger is a funny name.
It's a funny name.
So, anyways, it's kind of a long story, but so Bob Kane is mostly known for being the creator of Batman. He was an artist working at DC, and I forgot what they were called back in the 30s, but he was much more of a showman than most others were. And of course, back in 1939, is when Superman was created, the creators were making $800 a week.
Ooh.
In 1930s. So quite a bit of money, and so Bob Kane saw that and was like, oh, I should try and sell my own character, because that's what they did. And so anyways, DC is like, goes to him and like, hey man, we need a new character for a new series, to have it done up over the weekend and then get it to us Monday. And so he's like, okay. And so he thinks about it and he draws up this plan for like, okay, I want to create like this Bat character. So he's gonna have a bright red suit. He's gonna have a domino mask, flowing golden hair.
Domino?
And a domino mask, like the ones that just cover the eyes.
I'm about to say I don't know actually.
Oh, let me pull up a picture.
I'll say I don't think I've ever heard of a domino mask. I'm about to say if you send a picture and it's the shit that what do you calls it? Fucking guy from Sailor Moon wears. Tuxedo mask.
Guy from Sailor Moon. Oh, I think it is, yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the domino mask.
Okay.
I
no idea why.
Incredibles mask.
I'm about to say I would say superhero mask, yeah. Okay, yeah, domino mask. I'll keep that in mind.
He's gonna have a bright red costume, flowing blonde hair, domino mask, and these big old rigid bat wings.
Rigid bat wings?
Rigid.
What
rigid
is this,
bat
fucking
wings,
Kite Man?
Basically. He looked ridiculous, obviously, and so he called his friend Bill Finger over. And Bill Finger was a writer for DC at the time, and still was. And so he's like, yeah, what do you think? And Bill Finger's like, man, this kind of sucks. And he's like, if he's a creature of the night like bats are, he should like have his face obscured. He should have a darker colors, not bright red, and he should have not his entire face showing or even his hair. He should have like this cowl on, and instead of these rigid bat wings, he should like move freely and stuff. Maybe like a cape or something.
Until George Clooney plays him.
Until George Clooney plays him, and then they got the bat nipples. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, they work on this and they come up with basically the design for Batman. And so the weekend ends and Bob Kane goes to DC and like, hey, here's this character I came up with. I'm going to sell it to you. And DC is like, fantastic, it's ours now. And so Bob Kane and Bill Finger talk together, supposedly in a park. And Bob Kane goes, hey, so I want you're going to be writing for this. Everything, it's going to say it's created by me because technically I sold the character, but you're still going to be writing for it and you'll still get money. And so Bill Finger's like, okay, yeah, sure. And so apparently they had a handshake on it. They continue this for 30 years until like the 60s and stuff, and with the Batman comics, and it really starts to hit the mainstream with the Adam West, 1960s live action show.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it becomes real popular mainstream, and that's when Bob Kane kind of gets a taste of the spotlight and realizes he loves being in the spotlight.
Oh, no.
And so he proceeds to go on with this idea that I created Batman alone. It was me. I did everything. Who the fuck is Bill Finger, right? And Bill Finger never got credited for creating Batman at this time, or even co-creating him. And so continued to write until the 70s came around. Or I should say, Bill Finger did write for a single episode of the 1960s Adam West live-action Batman show. He wrote a single episode, and it was for the Clock King or whatever. And he worked with this other writer called Charles Sinclair. And they worked together, and Bill Finger goes to him and he's like, hey, is it okay just for like just this once? Can I have top billing? So when they show the credits at the beginning, it'll be Bill's name first and then Charles. And Charles is like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they had interviewed Charles Sinclair currently, or well, this documentary was like in 2017, but still. And Charles Sinclair was like, yeah, so Bill had this apartment. He had this small New York apartment while Bob Kane was rolling in money. Had this small New York apartment with this tiny little black and white TV. And he's like, so I took him, you got to see it in color. So he's like, I took him to, the DC office, and we went to a separate room and we got to see this. And for the first time, he saw his name on something he helped create. And he says, I swore he cried seeing that. As the 70s went on and came, this was, I think, the Silver Age of comics, but basically they were hiring a bunch of new, younger writers, because these were the writers that grew up on the comics now. And so they were kind of starting to phase out the old writers who had been there from the beginning. And so Bill's health started to decline, and I believe in 1973, or at least the year before or something, Bob Kane, meanwhile, still claiming all this up until even Bill wasn't doing great. He still claimed, yes, I did everything. It was all me. I created Batman. I am the sole creator. I am the God Messiah, basically.
Oh my god.
And
Sounds
so,
like a villain.
basically. And he was like, yes, I'm Batman. I made it all. I did everything. Charles Sinclair, the writer from before, later goes and visits Bill Finger, who he hadn't heard from in a while, and he goes to his apartment. There's eviction notices on the door because he couldn't afford to pay his rent. And he goes in there and he sees that his little black and white TV's on, no lights are on, and Bill's just dead on the couch.
Oh.
And so, meanwhile, Bob Kane continues to roll in this money, so on and so forth. And the documentary follows a guy who's basically learning all of this, for a book to basically get out the real truth of what happened. And he goes, I was doing all this information to learn about Bill Finger. The guy's name I think is like something. Oh God, what is it? Something Nobleman.
Cool ass
Hold
name.
on. No, it's good. Yeah. I think his name was Mark. I gotta look it up now because now it's gonna bother me. Yep, Mark Nobleman. So Mark is like, I was doing all this research and I was trying to find any family about Bill Finger, because on the death certificate for Bill Finger it said no family, no history, and he was buried in a potter's field, the ones, unmarked graves.
Oh.
And so he's like, I did all this digging, and he's like, I found out he had a wife. I also found out he had a son, but I found out his son was gay and died in the 90s. Meaning he didn't have a kid, but he could have adopted, theoretically. So he later finds out and does even more digging, going through all these obituaries and papers and phone books, and he finds Bill had a second wife. And so he interviews her, and she talks about how nice of a man he was. Apparently he loved the ballet. They both loved it. But anyways, he later finds out 2 names, because he's like, I'm gonna look through his first wife's family to see if I find anything. And so he does, and finds an obituary of the wife, and finds out 2 names who would have been Bill's son's cousin. Bill's son was named Fred Finger, and he had 2 cousins apparently. And so he does even more digging and eventually calls one of them who lived in Arizona, and is like, hey, I want to know if you have like an Uncle Bill Finger or whatever, because I'm writing this book, blah blah blah. And the person goes, oh my God, are you serious? No one ever has asked about him. Like, that's crazy. He's like, you should ask my sister. She's in New York right now, or New Jersey, but so she's asleep right now, but you got to talk to her. She knows way more. You should also talk to Bill's granddaughter. Ooh. And Mark goes, granddaughter? And he goes, yeah. It's like, Bill didn't have a granddaughter, right? And he goes, no, they had a granddaughter. Apparently Bill's son was bisexual and apparently had a wife before, and together they had a kid. And so blah blah, lots of searching and digging, and Mark ends up meeting the granddaughter, who's like middle-aged now, and she never met Bill Finger, but there's a whole bunch of stuff about, like, she obviously knows about all the bad stuff that they did to him and all that. And so Mark goes, you should really like talk to DC and try to get him credited for this, because it's his right.
Right.
For the work that he did. And Bob Kane passed away in the late 90s, and only 2 recorded times did he mention Bill Finger. One in his autobiography called Batman and Me, where he says Bill was an unsung hero, and in an audio interview where he says Bill was really 50 to 75% of the creativity of Batman,
so
because he wrote all the stories. So he kind of admitted it, but they had to do a lot of digging. And so anyways, Mark's like, yeah, you should really go to DC. And she's like, I don't know. That's I don't know if I want to like go up against this gigantic company. But he's like, no, you should do it because it's the right thing to do, and blah blah. They have a long talk, and she eventually decides to do it. So she ends up calling DC, being like, hey, I'm the granddaughter of Bill Finger, blah blah blah. And they go, oh yeah, totally, like, come on down, we'll show you all this stuff, and you can like have a tour of the office. We'll like fly you out to red carpet events of like the Dark Knight back in 2008, of course, because that's when this was.
Right.
do all this, and they were interviewing like a bunch of executives from like Marvel and like other comic book companies, and they were like, yeah, they were basically giving her hush money of like, yeah, if you know, we're doing all this nice stuff for you, so you won't speak out against us. And so in 2014 at WonderCon, there was a Batman panel held by DC. And it was a Q&A panel, and one of the Batman fans goes, "Will Bill Finger get credited?" And it was crickets, apparently. Like, everyone just looked at each other. They were like, for all the writers, until one of the execs like grabs the mic and goes, "Oh, the Finger family and I we're like, and DC, we're all doing great. We have a great relationship."
That doesn't answer the question.
Yeah, exactly. And so that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, as Athena is her name, by the way. Athena Finger is the granddaughter. And she goes, yeah, you know, this was this turning point of like, no, that's not true. We've been trying to do this and you've been pushing us off and all this. And basically what happened is in 2016, met behind a closed doors meeting, because copyright law is really weird, apparently.
Could have told you that. And
basically, due to the audio interview of Bob Kane saying, yeah, Bill was about 75% of the creativity of Batman, as well as the other one in his autobiography, Bill Finger is now credited as a co-creator of Batman.
Yes. You know, it took them fucking decades to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really.
I'm glad it worked out in the end, but I don't know, man. It's a shame that the guy had to die in obscurity. I wish it would have happened in his lifetime.
And his granddaughter had to continue the fight.
He died almost like broke. Meanwhile, Bob Kane was rolling in dough.
Like, it's actually kind of interesting, because if you take the story like that, and obviously this was a particularly creative endeavor, so it's not exactly the same, but like, you know, my first instinct when you were like, one of them had money and the other one was like, you know, in obscurity or whatever, I was like, well, why didn't he like try to fight it? It could have just not been his personality, which I think is probably what happened. But then I thought about it for a second, and I was like, I guess when you have a partner who like helps create something with you and you fight against them, I guess that's what I guess you get the social network, right? Where suddenly it's a huge legal battle and a bunch of people are like getting really prideful in each other's face, and it's like, oh yeah, I can definitely understand. Yeah, and I can definitely understand not wanting to do that.
Because they touch on that a bit, and I forgot to mention that, but like they were like, because they interviewed friends of his at the time, people who knew him. And they were like, yeah, we told him to like get a lawyer, and he said he didn't have the money to do that. He literally couldn't like hire a lawyer. So, but yeah, so very interesting documentary called Batman and Bill. But now he is credited as a co-creator.
That's good.
Well,
like, why didn't he just make a different superhero?
Because Batman was fucking huge. How do you go against that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that Bill Finger was too nice for his own good and didn't just hold the guy like, no, red hair and you know, bright blonde hair and red suit sounds great. Meanwhile, I'll don't pay attention to what I'm doing over here.
I'm about to say, like, there's definitely a different person in a different universe who did exactly that, and they were the ones that ended up having all the money.
If you also want to know a little tidbit piece of shit thing that Bob Kane did was
besides what you just told us.
Yeah, he staged a drawing from when he was 14 that people have broken down and be like, yeah, this is complete bullshit. He was like, oh yeah, I did this drawing when I was 14 and it was basically Batman.
Right.
Like, I had this idea, and so when they told me to like do it, I just used this idea from the past, and everyone's like, no, that's complete bullshit. So he was like, yeah, no, it was all me. I did everything.
Great.
It's real shitty move, to say the least.
I don't really even have anything to say.
Silence. Yeah, I was about to say, silence falls across the Discord call.
It's a great shame and very somber.
Yes.
Anyway, so Gloom looks pretty dumb, right?
Yes, he does.
Gloom does look pretty dumb.
You do look pretty dumb, though. Oh my god, Larian, please. What time is it? Well, we got like 13 minutes until end of stream. We made I was literally just about to say we made good progress, and then I realized that this is the second time I'm doing this dungeon, because the last time it crashed.
Right. When was the last time you saved?
Good point.
Save to slot 1.
I don't remember, Adrian, do these games have surf?
Yeah, they do.
I'm about to say, because I for some reason just had the vision in my mind of surf being really bad.
I thought that it attacked everyone in the room,
including allies, right?
Probably, yeah.
I'm about to say,
that's why you need muddy water.
I don't even know if muddy water attacks everybody in the room in this, does it?
I don't know.
I know muddy water in the Pokemon. I know that in the main series it's different, yeah. Okay, there we go. I did have a thought. Did we talk about what we're playing after this? Like I think
Mario.
We could definitely do Gun. Well, no. Okay, so allow me to explain. So Saba and I had talked about this briefly, and I think it's a good idea. Of we'll finish this, i.e., like we'll finish the main story, and then before moving on to the post game, because we will be doing a significant chunk of the post game. We'll like take a break and do some other stuff. So we'll do Gun Mario. We'll do like 1 or 2 other things. Oh, right.
Yay!
Frick.
Nothing good here.
Bomb orb.
Oh, I wanted to say, by the way, I looked it up. Apparently Surf, it used to be bad in Red and Blue, but then in Explorers of Sky, they buffed it from 18 power to 30 power. For reference, Thunderbolt has 18 power.
Oh. Did this motherfucker just unpetrify everybody?
What did he do?
He fucking sweet scented.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck this
like
game. Are you kidding me?
Thunderbolt.
Alright, is Rhydon ground or rock?
Rhydon's iron and ground, I think.
No, that's Laron.
Or steel or ground.
Rhyhorn.
Rhydon's rock ground.
Fuck.
You both.
So I can't just thunderbolt him to death.
You
All right,
can
I'm just gonna
try.
keep slamming this motherfucker, I guess. All right. Well, once again, at least Totodile is useless or useful.
Let's hope Gloom survives.
Totodile is useless.
Let's see if Gloom survives this.
It's the Gloom that I'm worried about.
You got those survivor seeds handy?
That's what they should be called, survivor seeds. I have
took
3
out the guy
revivers,
from the
I
back,
think.
so at least he's not going to attack from that angle.
I'm glad I swapped with
And
Gloom.
they
Originally,
can't
I wasn't
dodge.
gonna. Oh my Jesus
Thank
fucking
you, Gloom.
Christ!
Wow.
I hate this dungeon. If I
came to the
lose
wrong
this,
monster
I'm
house.
quitting this.
You came to the wrong monster house, motherfucker.
I knew it was a monster house too, but it's just like, I don't know. I just forgot that this. Oh wait, hold up. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Be gone.
Oh, fuck this place.
Sayonara.
Do we? Does
Fuck Gloom.
Later,
Oh,
Fuck
good,
Gloom.
the Gloom comes with us too.
Yeah, so the Gloom,
Okay, good.
we were supposed to bring him to like his friend. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
He
got an egg.
he fucking sweet scented right after I petrified everybody. My plan was literally to have everybody, because petrification does not wear off. They stay paralyzed
Unless
until
you sweet scent.
well
Unless you put a scent on.
unless you interact with them. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna walk over to them and engage them one-on-one, just beating the crap out of them. All right,
But
but Gloom is a son of
What
a
if?
bitch.
Listen,
What a-
Gloom is there's a reason Gloom hired you. Gloom is not a seasoned explorer. Gloom's just some schmugs like Panic probably like oh so many people.
Sweet scent.
my sweet scent.
All right, well,
I
we're done
know.
with that. I'm gonna save state again just in case.
How unnatural do you think orbs are in the Pokemon universe? Like, do you think that non-explorers know what an orb is?
So that was something I was gonna say. Okay. So to answer your actual question, because they sell orbs at the local market, I think that normal people are pretty familiar with orbs. But then again, wouldn't that mean that like crime would be super easy? Because why wouldn't you just like use a petrify all orb and then steal everything in town and leave?
Because people are nice.
Maybe, I don't know.
There you go.
Maybe the orbs don't work unless you're in a dungeon.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. I don't think they've ever touched upon that, but that's cool.
They never really explained what. I think orbs are a holder for other mystery dungeon games rather than just the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, but.
Yeah, about to say because it's an overarching series instead of just Mystery Dungeon. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but it's just like I don't know. I always felt like something like candy would make more sense because they don't even have rare candy in this. They have seeds that level you up instead, and so I was like, I always thought that was weird.
It's weird because the argument's like, oh, it's the same reason they don't have potions because it's too artificial, but also they have fucking orbs.
I'm about to say, I think I said this before, but I would love to have an NPC that takes like different things, like similar to the smoothie shop, where instead of it just being one thing and you just get a more powerful version of that one thing. Imagine if it was like a recipe thing where it's like, oh, I give you this gummy and this fruit, and it turns into this potion. I drink it, and I get intelligence and blah blah blah. Like that'd be great. But yeah.
Potion of mud.
This potion of mud. Oh right, sorry. To finish the thought that I was bringing up earlier.
Water and soft sand for potion of mud.
You figured it out.
So what are we playing after this? What's on the list? Because we're gonna and when I say after this, I mean like we're doing the regular game, then we're taking a little bit of a break, then we're doing the post game, and then after that we're doing what? Question mark.
Justice Ace Attorney. I just like Apollo Justice, okay?
You're allowed to like whatever you want. Unless it's small children.
Unless it's Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
Oh. Oh, Saba's actually back. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I've been here this entire time.
It could be any one of us.
Oh, we got an alarm.
Could be me.
Was that siren?
Oh my god, are we actually gonna do this right before
we
close off stream? It looks like, yeah.
All right, in that case, I think I don't know. I'm thinking about this, Adrian. This would be way better. Should we do this part or should we start the next stream with this?
Well, do you want to leave it on a cliffhanger?
Yeah,
for what's gonna happen next?
I kind of want to.
Because we're gonna continue tomorrow.
Because that'd be great for Saba and Lawrence, right?
Sure.
In that case, we're probably going to be skipping most of the dialogue-ish, because this is quite long, and we have to do it in 5 minutes.
Well, Grovau has been captured by the Great Dusk Noir.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a really cool name that is also
he
just
opened
a
up
compound word.
he opened up a dimensional hole in the town's main square.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so essentially everybody's supposed to gather in the town so that way we can see the two of them off to the future.
Everyone gains sanity.
Look at that.
Your sanity roll.
Man, this isn't, it's just a regular Tuesday opening dimensional holes.
It's weird it doesn't make any noise or sound effect.
That's true, because they do have other stuff in this game that does have just ambient sound effects.
What kind of sound effect do you think that would make? I think it would go.
It does look really slimy. The way that they highlight the thing makes it look like it's goo.
Grant, what sound effect would you give it? Grant?
Yeah.
Well, what sound effect would you give it? That portal.
I think the similar squeak.
What about Lawrence?
I really do like the wobble-bubs.
Alright, that's
okay.
2-2.
Alright, Saba, you're the
tiebreaker.
deciding vote. Or are you gonna go wild card and do your own sound effect?
Okay, just so I refresh. Give me everyone's again, just up next to each other.
We were in the circle. Anyway, it's fine.
So Zach is,
Whoop, 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 whoop.
and then mine is,
Okay, I remember those. Yeah.
and then Grant agreed with me, and Lawrence agreed with Zach.
Dude, I just like the idea of it being like a police siren going wee woo wee woo wee woo.
Oh, the alarm that we just heard is actually the portal opening up.
Fair enough. Anyways, so we should pay attention to this.
We should pay attention to this. It's quite important. Hey, Adrian, because I know you already know this, but I would like to remind you, what type is Sableye?
Believe Ghost Dark?
Weird, isn't it? Almost like the writers are prejudiced.
They hate creatures with gem eyes.
With gem eyes.
Gemini.
They hate Geminis.
Him and I.
Look, there's two of them. They're Gemini.
Oh.
As
Well,
you can
they're
see,
just
he's
wicked Pokemon.
wicked and evil.
Well, yeah, that's pretty bad. Muzzling.
Good character acting.
I'm grown muzzled. He can't say a word that way.
That's the
But,
point.
booby, funny, horny.
Laugh.
I must also deliver a sad piece of news. My Rose, it's time for me to return to the future.
Lawrence. Oh wait, was that you coughing or laughing?
Both.
Oh.
My roast is ruined. Everyone, I must now bid you farewell.
No.
And that's the end.
And that's the end of the game, yeah. Nothing else happens after this, obviously. So all the time gears have been returned.
The task is yours. The day is saved. Hurrah.
Everything is happy.
You've been most kind and helpful. Now, I'm afraid the time has come.
Please take the fugitive.
Everyone, though it pains me.
Oogie.
Yeah, the oogie.
Look at that pink background.
Goodbyes.
I hope we see you again.
Wow. Dusk Noir, sir. Wow.
No, Chatot's like, what? Wigglytuff keeps pulling my tail. It hurts.
All right, focus, Adrian. This is important.
Oh, yes. Yes. Before I go, I must see two Pokemon. Dawn and Obo.
That's us. Let's go up there. God, we're gonna. So this is really goodbye, Dustnoir, sir, for everything you've done. Thank you sincerely.
Well, this is goodbye. Or is it?
And we end.
Pardon?
It's too soon for farewells.
He likes it, guys. That's nice.
You two are coming with me. Detention! That's a Mega Man sound.
What just happened?
Alright,
no.
and
All right, and with that, that is where we will leave off for tonight. So yeah, obviously Dusk Noir is a good person. He's taking us here so that way we can see the future that we prevented. Obviously,
he's taking us here so we can see the lotteries from the past, and he's giving us this reward so we can become lottery winners.
Exactly. Yes. Dusk Noir, good guy.
He's telling us which silver tickets will get us the jackpot at the
right. Which color? All right. So real quick before we end off, I do for my own personal purposes, I do want to figure out what we're playing after this. What was on the list? Theater mode, Mystery Dungeon, Super Paper Mario, definitely not that. Ace Attorney, oh my god, these are all so long. Oh my god.
Gun Mario.
Oh, So after we're done with the post game, we'll do Mecha session. Lost Planet 2, Metal Wolf Chaos. Cool.
Okay.
There you go. That'll be fun. All right. We're all good.
Good
Good night, everybody.
Later.
Bye.